Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, aka Tony. Here with some of my nearest and dearest in the building. I got my boy Doe.
Yo.
Got my dog Mateo.
What's up?
And my dog Pucho.
What's going on, my brother?
Not much, you know how it is. Right before we get into the nitty gritty, I want to thank everybody who keeps coming back to the show, all the subscribers, and even to the new time people that just joined us for the first time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We're on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. We're on all of them. I almost said another one, but we're on all of them, all right? I always want to say the P, man. I don't know what it is with me.
Dude, I checked Pandora yesterday, and I swear, I think it deleted our submission. Like, I feel like I need to resubmit.
Wow.
So they're not getting our business.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, man, what's up, man? New year, new us. Nah, same niggas, just a different date. You look happy today, though. I like it. You're glowing.
Am I glowing? First day
Yeah, I
of
was
the
going
year.
to say, did you fuck with your camera again? You look like red. Like, you look so red. I bet you fucked with your camera, Gary.
I think
I mess with my camera, yeah.
You're a camera god for real. This man loves all angles. And
Bucho, do you think that if he were to reset his router, restart his computer, and unplug and replug in his keyboard, it would fix everything?
Well, he would also have to check for updates on all his applications first. But
that's
I think
fair.
it would.
just a little FYI, Doughy likes to hit restarts on his computer for any issue that's going on. He unplugs
You got
everything
to.
and what? Defend
You got
yourself.
to.
No,
You gotta,
no, you don't.
You gotta hit the restart.
Think the web browser froze. I gotta restart everything and my modem. That's beast. No, you don't have to do all
He'd
that.
be
Sometimes-
running. He'd be like, I got to go restart my modem. You're like, what the fuck? Like, that's excessive.
Sometimes your modem needs a new update. You gotta update your modem sometimes.
That's true. Can't argue with that.
I'd be wanting to restart for the slightest inconvenience, though. It's like the smallest thing. I'm like, let me restart my computer.
He'd be like, last time I was on Discord, I swear that icon was green, and now I'm pretty sure it's blue. I'm gonna restart. I just want to see.
Restart just for
It was
safe.
the update. It's that
They'd be like,
update.
I guess they just updated it to blue. You know.
Remember when I was trying to get Discord to update? I was like, how can I get it to update? I want these backgrounds.
Man,
I
the
was
second he
upset.
goes to sign into Facebook and it's renamed as Meta, it's gonna break his brain. He's just gonna be stuck restarting his computer for like 24 hours.
That's a fact.
When do you think that's gonna happen?
I don't know, dude. They might not even change it. Who knows?
I want to buy land in Meta.
I don't want to
You
buy
could buy
land.
a-
I want the
you could buy
I want
land
the
in there.
goggles. The Oculus Quest 2.
Talking about that, a lot of people are hyping it up. I don't know if it's because a lot of people got them now, but
Yeah.
like they've always been the same. Like I don't know what's the.
I mean, there's some cool VR games now, right? Like the that I Expect You to Die, where it's basically like an escape room game where you're James Bond. They've got a lot of combat ones. What is that? There's that one that everyone loves that has like a Star Wars mod where you can just chop people up. Beat Saber is badass.
Yes.
Pucho, you should get that so when we come to chill at your house, we can all play it.
Yeah, I'll spend $1,000 on VR for you.
No, I don't even think the
It's not
Oculus is
$1,000.
like $299 or
The
something like
one,
that.
not the new one. The new one's like 500 or some shit, I think.
It's still not bad. The entry price has gone down significantly.
Yes, which is
I don't even got
important.
a fucking PC. Like,
You don't need
to
I
fix
don't
my
think you need a
computer.
PC for that.
Oh yeah, you haven't fixed your computer. You're still on your little laptop, huh?
Yeah, on the little laptop. This thing is a beast, okay? It's beefy.
Oh, wait, are you running off the laptop now?
It got an i7. It's got a 10.
That's nice.
I think a 1060 on this thing.
I did not know he was
NVIDIA
running this
graphics
off
card.
this
Like,
laptop.
it's not an actual one, but I think like the equivalent. The laptop version or whatever.
So this whole time
Yeah,
you're
bro.
doing everything on your laptop right now.
For like the last like 3 months, I've been doing everything on my laptop.
That's a
Dude,
fucking awesome.
I want him to go on like a video editing subreddit and let him know that he does all his editing through a touchpad. They're gonna think he's fucking insane.
Is it that bad?
It's because I enjoy HBO Max too fucking much, okay? So I like to sit on my couch and edit my video at the same time. I don't know what to say. Speaking of HBO Max, okay? I found, because I've been on like a little like samurai kick lately. You know, for whatever reason, I've been playing through Red Dead Redemption 2, which isn't samurai at all. It's a cowboy game, and then I've been watching samurai movies on the side. I have no idea, but when I edit, I just get in the mood of watching certain things. Like I binged like 5 seasons of The Sopranos for no reason, and I don't know. I just catch up on shit I'm missing out on or whatever. But I found this cool samurai movie series. There's 6 of them. It's called Lone Wolf and Cub, and it's incredible. I mean, it's really fucking good.
Is it a guy and his daughter or his son or something?
It's a guy and his son.
Yeah, they spoofed it on Bob's Burgers. They had some equivalent, and it was like a guy and his daughter going and like fighting.
Bob's Burgers is so amazing.
Shit is trash.
What?
I think Bob's Burgers okay. I'm not in love with it, but I think it's good.
People who watch Bob's Burger has like some brain deficiency. They just sit there like mindless zombies, just sitting there and just sucking up this bullshit of a cartoon. Shit is trash.
Call of Duty is just daycare for 30-year-olds.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them too.
Call of Duty's like the fucking what the Jerry world that was in fucking Rick and Morty.
Yep.
Like, it's the place you took all the fucking Jerrys. But nah, dude, Lone Wolf and Cub, incredible, really cool fucking movies. But what I wanted to say though was that Tony is the lone wolf. He is the wolf in this Wolf and Cub, dude. I'm telling you. The guy, he kind of looks like Tony, right? Tony kind of looks like him because this guy's way older. But the funniest thing is, to me, this dude, he'll have a baby in his arms the whole time. He's fucking chopping everybody in half with this other hand.
That's fine.
And I'm just like, the way Tony's always moving around in life, always with his son, I'm just like, yo, this is the Lone Wolf and Cub right here. I just thought it was hilarious.
I fuck with that movie. Where it's on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max. There's
I'm gonna
6 of
watch
them.
that shit.
I watched the first 2. They're good.
Wait,
There was a different movie in the 80s called Shogun Assassin. They basically grabbed the first 2 movies, edited them together, and did like an English dub. That's the one that like we're probably familiar with, like the one that Wu-Tang has like sampled in their albums and shit like that because it was in English. But
I'm gonna check it
it's
out.
fire.
Wolf and Son, and it's a
Yeah,
show or a
Wolf
movie?
and Son, Lone Wolf and Cub.
Oh, Lone
It's
Wolf
a
and
movie. It's a 6 movies.
Damn.
6-part
They
movie.
made 6 movies in 2 years. I think.
Wow.
That's impressive.
It's ridiculous.
Man, no, I fuck with that. I'm gonna definitely check it out. So, what's up, though? What you did for New Year's? I heard some stories through the grapevine. What you do over there?
No, I just went to the bar. And then, people came over. And we chilled there till like 4 a.m. till the bar closed. And
So they opened everything up for New Year's? Because I thought last time you told me that COVID shut
they
down.
closed it. Yeah, I mean, shit's still going down here in the DMs in New York. People, it's like we're like breaking records every day. So
Y'all gonna start doing it Jersey style? You know how you ever go to a party in Jersey? Every party in Jersey happens in a fucking basement. That's where everyone parties in Jersey. It's some dude's random basement.
That's weird. I wouldn't want to do that shit.
All the bars will close down. Y'all can just start having basement parties like they do in Jersey.
it was a lot of house parties yesterday. Especially there was a lot of house parties.
If I had money like Kanye West, I would buy property like how he did in Wyoming, and I'll just have it as
Meta?
a. Oh yeah, my bad. And yeah, actually I would too. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll come back to that. But yeah, I would buy a property and then I would just have a big ass party and just invite everybody. Whoever wanted to come, show up. No fee at the door. Just have fun. Like a Project X shit without destroying the property.
It's like the one TikTok party. I forgot. You guys never heard about that?
No.
Oh my god, I forgot the kid's name, but it's someone's kickback. Is what they called it. They couldn't call it a party. This was like last year, when the pandemic was thick, and they were like, we can't call it a party because social distancing. It's a kickback, but it was like all on TikTok, and it like circulated like a bunch of people were watching this, and they were like, yo, we're gonna show up on this one beach in California at Lifeguard Station 6 or whatever. And like, I don't know, something like 15,000 people showed up.
Damn.
No one
Christ.
ever found the kid. No one knows how this party ever got started. No one knows but it was just crazy that and the kids started rioting. The cops came out and
Goddamn.
they were
Awesome.
popping fireworks and running from the police and they partied through the streets like running away from the beach and yeah, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It was just something I recently learned about. I missed whenever this was happening on TikTok.
Damn,
But I
if you
asked my wife. She uses TikTok a bunch. Says she never heard of it, which was surprising.
If you can gather 15,000 people, you've basically got an army.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what I need. Mm-hmm. Need to start a TikTok army.
Yo, the TikTok army is, some people would say, the best army.
I don't know. What happened to that invasion of Area 51? No one showed up. Remember
A
that
few
bullshit?
people showed up, if I'm not correct.
I mean, it was like a couple dozen, but that was like a Facebook thing. That
Oh,
was a
yeah.
fail.
Facebook? Oh, it
It
wasn't
was a
at all.
wrong social media platform to be.
Damn.
We're invading Area 50. What the fuck?
But
That's a-
didn't they have to do that run that was in Naruto?
I don't know.
There were a
Yes,
bunch of
yes.
memes. The kid did do it, but yeah.
I was,
that whole thing was so cringy.
How was your New Year's, Mateo? What you do?
Not bad. Played some big ass Jenga. That shit is stressful.
Big
love
Jenga is fun.
Big
Went and
Jenga.
saw Spider-Man No Way Home. It was awesome.
Nice.
I would love
I would love
one
to talk about
fucking
it.
guy on the podcast didn't watch it. We're not discussing it. But what I will say is, it made me weep more than once. I cried. It was that good.
I can't believe they brought in Turkish Spider-Man.
Yeah, crazy.
Y'all can talk about it. If y'all
No,
want
we're
to
not
talk about
doing
it.
that, though. You got to watch
Y'all
it,
can
bro.
talk about it.
That shit almost brought me to tears. I felt emotional at one part. That shit was.
I hope he does some more movies. He's been kind of like evasive in interviews about whether he's going to do another one or not.
No, I think it's clear that he's doing other ones. What I do think is interesting though is the I'll say one thing, okay? I don't want to talk about it. It's a spoiler free. The main thing that I've hated about Spider-Man is in these movies. He's my favorite character in like comic book history, but this particular version of him, he's like this fucking kid that needs to get bailed out all the time. And the way this movie ends and certain events that happen in the movie, it's almost like this whole time his origin story was kind of put off because of other events. And now after the events of this movie, it's like he's now going to become Spider-Man. So I wonder if his next outing, there'll be like less bailouts. Like he'll be less of a little bitch. You know what I mean? I'm kind of looking forward to that, but that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I've got some thoughts along those lines, but yeah, we'll try to get that Spider-Man No Way Home episode out soon.
Yeah, for real. But so you did big game Jenga, huh?
Big old Jenga.
I'm a master at Jenga. I'm just gonna say.
I need to write on them because I want to turn it into a drinking game. So like you pull a brick and it's got like an instruction, like it's like, oh, you got to take 2 sips or give someone a drink or something like that.
That would actually be cool.
That'd be fire. I
You
wish
knock
I
down
had,
the tower, you got to finish your entire drink.
I wish I had like Milson, my sister's man.
Wow.
He has big Jenga. I told him, like, yo, you should
Wow.
like cut it out. What?
What do you mean what?
All right, wow. So
I'm just saying,
To
you
dig
said
out.
your sister's your girl. I said, wow, at that. Then you said, yo, my boy. But him, Milson, he's got big Jenga. I'm like, what? Code for something?
he's got the big Jenga
He's
block.
got the big Jenga, man. That shit sounds like a code, yo. I'm
Think a
just saying.
big dick bandit out here. That's beast. Anyways, no. But no, yeah. So I was telling him, yo, you should cut it out and put like little souffle cups in there of shots. And then
I've seen that. I've seen that
you
shit.
could put random shots in there, tequila, Patron, or that's the same shit, vodka, whatever, and just put it in there, a pickleback shot, whatever, and just fucking, you pull it, you drink it.
That's a good
Wait,
call, actually.
You put it in. I don't get it.
So you there's
Like
a big
it's
block.
written on the piece? Is that
No,
what you're
no,
no,
you
saying?
drill
Oh,
like a
okay.
hole in it.
You drill a little hole in it, and
Oh
you could
my
a
God,
big enough
that's
for a
crazy.
souffle cup, and you just load them up. You only do it once because to do it all over again it'd be crazy. But
No,
That's
not only
nuts.
that, but like the tower's gonna collapse. You're gonna lose like 30% of your alcohol. Like that's trash. That's all I gotta say about that. All right. I like the sentiment. I'm too much of a cheap bastard to pull that one off.
Maybe you only do it on some of them. Just some of them have
Just
little
the
jello
top
shots
half.
or something in them. The other ones have dares and like drinking instructions and whatnot.
That'd be cool. Then it'd be like a fucking like a bomb. Like you don't know which one is the landmine. You know, I don't know. That's cool.
What about you?
Get one
Pooch?
that says "Call up someone, tell them fuck you, and hang up."
Damn. No,
That's your
That's so
dare.
beast.
you
Got to pick your person carefully.
You got to send a nipple shot to any random person in your phone.
A nipple. Oh, that's nothing. I'll send my nipple right now.
Damn.
Yeah. So how about me?
Yep.
I don't know. I kind of touched on it. Samurai movies, Spider-Man. I chilled with Tony. I chilled with the Prince, Luca. Yeah. But what I did get, okay, for a Christmas gift, okay,
Ah.
Wow.
the
he poured a
wife
shot.
got me. Oh, you cannot see that
There
very
he goes.
well.
I see it. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's fire.
That's badass.
So, cheers.
Cheers. And he
We're doing
spilled that
shots.
shit.
We're drinking something.
Ugh, you can see it better on the inside. I don't know why.
Oh, damn, they must have flipped it out by accident.
No, it's frosted on the outside.
Hollow Earth. He's opening up
I
Hollow Earth.
don't have anything in there I want to crack open. I think I'm good.
Hollow
No, you're good.
Earth.
So how about you, Tony? How was your New Year? Holidays, your happy holidays, like you said on the last episode. Happy holidays.
It was all right. Made meatballs for the first time and like with a crock pot type shit. And I
Ooh.
did some ingredients.
Hot
Almondías?
meatballs.
Yeah, I did mad ingredients in there. I did a little bit of grape jelly, some
gonna say.
sweet raised barbecue with some chili
What kind of
powder.
meatballs are you making?
With some
Sweet
chili
baby
powder.
Rays? Yo, I don't care what kind of meatballs these are. I need those
No, them
balls
shits
in
was-
my
dude,
mouth.
Dude, that
Those
grape
meaty
that grape
balls?
jelly thing is a thing.
I should have put more. It would have been sweeter.
Grape jelly.
Yep.
I'm not into that.
No, you won't, bro. Shit's is fire, trust. I had people at the party telling me, damn, these are good. These are fire. These are great. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Listen, that in my opinion, greatest invention of mankind was the meaty ball. Okay?
You know what's crazy? That Italians make real meatballs. They make them huge. Like it's like two big, huge meatballs with spaghetti noodles around it.
Yeah.
That shit is awesome.
You
I
know?
mean, not necessarily spaghetti, but yeah. No, dude, the Italian meatballs are the fucking best.
Yeah.
Like, not even a question. Like all this fucking Sweet Baby Rays and all this other jelly shit.
No, it's all sauce.
I'm
It's
sure,
all
I'm
in
sure
the
it tastes
sauce.
delicious, but it's all like you're faking. Like you're faking, not faking, but like you're adding so much stuff that you're not really tasting the meat. It's like you're tasting a bunch of other shit with the meat. I feel like the way the Italian people make it, it's like there's some salt, there's some garlic, and
Some
maybe
butter.
like fucking what's the like basil or whatever.
But it's
And
a
it's
little
just like
thyme.
really basic ingredients with some olive oil, and there's just a shitload of flavor in this thing. Oh, they definitely put like Parmesan or pecorino. So their meatballs got cheese though, so they'd be cheating a little bit.
It's a little different.
And,
though.
and,
It's
and they
not
give
a-
you some marinara to dunk it in. That's just so good.
It's not an actual. It's not like a main meal. Like the Italians make that as like their main meal. Like this is a main dish. This is just like something you put in with the rice and mashed potato or potato salad or whatever. So I did that. Went to a little gathering for New Year's, and then came home and did the rest of the time with my wife and my son, chilling or whatever. And I bought a firework for him. I didn't buy the big ones because I think they were a little too loud. So we went outside. I placed it outside for him. And it was about like we were like maybe 3 feet away from it. We were pretty close to it. That thing shot off the first shot. Doo, doo, sparkles, right? 90 shot shit. He was like this. Doo, doo, doo. And then he like every fucking hit, he would just get scared and grab his mom and just look at it all scared out because I think it was just too loud for him. So once he got inside and he closed the door and he looked out to the window, he was fine. He was just looking around like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? Like, this is amazing. But yeah, initially, he ain't like the loudness of it. So next year, hopefully, 4th of July, get those mortars, put little baby earmuffs on him. He'll enjoy it. Because he likes lights.
I haven't set off a firework in so long. It's been an amount of years.
Nah, you got to, bro. You got to. And
Yeah,
a
there's
little,
nothing that ghetto bastards love more than fucking fireworks. Yo, I love fireworks. Yeah, so
Dude,
much for no reason.
We used to go all out growing up because so my dad was a truck driver. They would do work with this guy that owned like 50% of the fireworks stands around the Austin area. And they'd go and like level out their little thing. In exchange, he would pay them, but he would also give us access to the warehouse for the fireworks so we could get wholesale prices on fireworks.
What?
So we're talking an entire pickup filled with only the good stuff, like overflowing. And that's what we would go through every 4th of July and New Year's.
damn, that's lit.
It was like a war zone. We had like 15 mortars set up and we would like try to like synchronize them so they're going off like with some kind of like pattern and order. It was cool as hell.
That's fire.
That's awesome.
I know as a kid growing up, I used to work the fireworks stands and Christmas tree stands with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, when I tell you, we'd come home with stacks of those fireworks too, but not as much as you. That's a lot. But man, me and my sister, we'll have fun. We'll get Roman candles, the ones that shoot out, and we'll just be like a feet away, like, you know, a little away from each other and try to shoot each other with Roman candles. We're fucking savages. Ghetto bastard kids with Roman candles is not the smartest idea as a parent.
We would do the same thing, but we would get boogie boards as shields so that we can block. We would use the styrofoam. It would bounce off of like the styrofoam boogie boards.
That's funny as shit.
That's awesome.
We used to shoot bottle rockets at each other.
That's wild.
And the crazy thing was if you ripped the stick off of the bottle rockets, they would fucking just go ape shit. So like they wouldn't fly straight anymore. So then everybody would be running for their lives. Everybody was lighting up all these fucking bottle rockets without the the stick or whatever. And New York City 4th of July used to be fucking sane.
Yeah,
I remember like later on in my life, I don't know if they changed. I know they had changed laws, like certain fireworks weren't legal in the city no more.
No fireworks are illegal, but they still get a lot of fireworks in. And even last night, I think 135th, dude, they threw their own Macy's fireworks right there on 135th. Bro, it was so many fireworks, mortars, all sorts of shit at 12 a.m. And it's nice. You know what I mean? But that shit is super illegal.
Yeah, that shit just used to be crazy. Cause like imagine like literally 1,000 kids. Cause like those buildings and project buildings would be so fucking packed. Imagine like 1,000 kids running out and just lighting up fireworks. That shit used to literally look like a war zone. Like standing outside 4th of July, New Year's, shit like that. It would just be a smog. Like it was just a cloud. You couldn't see. It was just like smoke. That was it. All you could smell is like the fucking gunpowder. Like that's it. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And then I remember we used to pick up all the exploded fireworks and like get all the fucking
powder,
I guess whatever the dust or whatever's in there, and like wrap it in like the papers that come with like other fireworks, and you'd light that shit up, and then all some crazy shit, color. You get random effects depending on what fireworks you scrounge together. It'd be crazy. Sometimes you get an explosion, you gotta like fucking run away, and it was nuts.
Y'all were making IEDs.
Yo,
that's wild. Nah, that shit, bro. Back in the days, bro, fires were way better. Like there used to be this thing called C4. Used to come in a little silver tube, about this fucking big, caused so much damage, and it's loud as shit. Like a fucking bomb went off. I used to get them all the time. And as you're driving down the street, you go into like rival neighborhoods, you just light them up, boop, where all the group of people are at, boop, boop, and just start popping them out, boom, 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 boom. Niggas is ducking and dodging, don't know what's going on. Shit is fun. I don't know. I fucks with the fireworks.
pretty sure that is super illegal.
Oh, probably back in the days, yeah, maybe. Like, bro, my goal, right, is to get a fucking mortar, right? One day I'm just gonna get a fucking mortar. And I'm just gonna fucking line them up in a direction to where there's like mad people, but just shoot that shit, right? And it's gonna be not above their head, but a little bit higher up. Just let that shit explode and let it hit everything around. That shit That shit would look awesome.
So Tony's not being serious at all, okay? Because it sounds like a terrorist act, and we're not condoning that around here. Right?
That shit just gave me a flashback to one of our mortars falling over and bouncing the mortar off of the car and it exploding in the middle of all of us on the ground.
No.
Oh my god!
How bad?
We were blind for about 30 seconds. Like it was crazy. It was the brightest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You know what's crazy?
Oh my god!
I think it's the Chinese, but they got these big ass mortars. What are you making that face? The Chinese.
It's just a strange remark. We're talking fireworks.
No, bro. China has
China
the
mortar.
mecca of fireworks, my nigga.
Mecca.
Bro, they got a fucking mortar that's the size of me, my nigga.
I don't think the Muslim people will be happy with you saying that China's the mecca of anything. But.
They got the mecca
So they got
of
a lot of
fireworks.
fireworks. Tony.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
going. They got a
huge
mortar.
fireworks. Huge, mega. Biggest one that I've ever seen in my life. They shot that shit up in the air. It literally lit the whole city up for about a minute or so. Multiple explosions.
One
Just
explosion.
boom. It was amazing.
Can
Y'all
you
gotta look it up.
imagine? That shit's like a nuclear bomb. Like the shit had a fucking.
Nigga, when it shot off,
There was a ball of fire for a minute straight. That sounds. I need to look this up.
when it
That sounds
shot off,
unbelievable.
the ground shaked. Nigga, that's how big that shit was.
I've seen some lightning go across the sky and last for about 30 seconds and it lit up the entire night like it was daytime.
Yeah, that shit's scary.
Like one bolt of lightning.
Yeah, it might
never
have
seen
been
that.
like just a continuous amount of them, but I have this memory of just like it was nighttime, but it looked damn near like daytime with how bright the lightning had made everything.
You had to be close to that shit then. I've never seen one that close. That's crazy.
It's one of those crazy Texas thunderstorms.
Damn.
I've had a bolt of lightning hit like I wouldn't say feet away from me because it wasn't that close, but it was close enough that all the hairs on my back rose. Like I thought I was gonna die. Like it was just like and it was behind me, so it was just this flash of light, and it was so loud. I'll swear it was like right behind me.
Nah,
Did you detect it beforehand with your pucho tingle, or did?
Yeah, my tingle. No, not at all. I was completely shocked. The sound still sounded like. Maybe in my head I invented this, but the sound felt like it was delayed, even though I knew it wasn't. It was like instant, but
That's
shit
nuts.
was crazy.
That's crazy.
Could have been
You know
like,
what's fucking crazy? There's this thing called ball of lightning. You guys ever heard of this?
nah,
Yeah.
Yo, yes, I have.
I have
Yeah,
not.
it's just crazy.
What is
Like,
that?
The phenomena.
Yeah, imagine a fucking ball of light just like comes down your chimney and just like goes into your living room, and you're just staring into the sun at this like this orb of light that's sitting in your house, and you're gonna be thinking this is God or some kind of alien, but it's just some natural phenomena that happens. It's a ball of lightning.
Really? Where is this
That's
happening at?
crazy.
It's happened many times over the years. A lot of people think that that's what people see when they're looking at UFOs. And it's like, you notice sometimes it just looks like several lights following each other. And they think that's what UFOs are just like the phenomena of like a ball of light.
I'd imagine that it mostly happens like where there's a lot of lightning, like the Midwest, probably Texas, like areas that have just like a lot of flat areas, flat land.
That's what the government scientists want you to believe.
Right.
Oh, is this our alien episode? We're going to talk about alien conspiracies.
Pull my aluminum hat out of my ass real quick. What talk
Scully?
about what? Yeah, the Scully.
Scully?
Did
Wow, 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 wow.
thinking what was the was it Fox and Mulder or no? Yeah, what? No, not
Mulder
Fox.
and Scully.
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully.
The X-Files was my shit.
Doughy just told you the name too.
No, I didn't
He
hear
only
him.
said Scully.
He said Scully because I thought he was talking about my aluminum hat. He's like,
And
nah,
he's like
it's a Scully.
Fox and Mulder. Like he didn't even get the one name right.
Yeah, no, I don't know where I got. I know it was on Fox. That's why
It was on Fox.
It was on
on Fox.
OG triple OG shit. If y'all don't know what X-Files is. But
Remember when Fox used to be the place to watch your movies and all that shit?
They had
now
this.
they're just racists. That's it. It's a racist channel.
is it a racist channel? I haven't watched it in years.
I think the Fox News and the Fox Entertainment people, are they the same
They're
umbrella?
no
They got
longer
it.
related, but I mean, they were before. Now Disney owns all of Fox except
Damn.
for Fox News.
So Disney's racist.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
mean,
so Disney's racist. I'm sure.
Disney owns everything. I mean, one day Disney's going to own this podcast somehow. We're not going to make any money off it, but they're just going to own it.
Disney
that
don't.
sucks. I
Disney
was
doesn't
excited
own
for half a
Spider-Man.
second.
Disney doesn't own Spider-Man. I'll tell you that much.
Listen,
do
as
not.
long as they pay us $1 billion, I'm fine with them owning us.
Are you so then you're okay with taking $5 million home of that
$5 million.
out of $1 billion?
Why would I only get $5 million out
That's
of
what I'll
$1
give
billion?
you off the deal.
Cool, Tony. Yeah, I'll be cool with $5
I'll get put your
million.
$6 million and Mateo 3 to make it even. But no, all jokes aside,
I'm never paying for anything when I hang out with Tony. If he gives me $3 million out of $1 billion deal,
nah,
you're like,
fuck
Tony,
with-
you can cover my flight, and I want a private car to pick me up from the airport.
Fact.
what an escort. Oh man. Anyways, we all seen Matrix here, right? Before we deep dive in this one.
Yeah.
I know you guys are probably excited when you first heard it coming out to literally when we seen it. I want to know
I
your
mean, don't
gut.
give everybody's impressions away.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not giving you an impression.
you
I'm
framed
speaking
it.
for me, but through you in a way. In a way. Anyways, you disrupted me. Another train. Yeah. How did you guys like it? I got some. It's too loud, Mateo. I can't do that yet. But how did you guys like it? Like,
I want to hear Doughboy go first.
Why Doe? But I'm with it. Go ahead, Doe.
Why though? Good question. I feel like he's the most likely out of all of us to have enjoyed it,
To have what?
You broke
to
up.
have liked it, to like the movie.
Oh, I did like the movie.
See? I won.
Damn.
Overall, I thought it was a good movie. Did it have some not so great parts? They gave this nigga a fuster raw. All right, this nigga is a Skyrim character now. All right, it should. All that for the last 30 minutes of the movie. I was just like, all right, this shit is like, it's very meta. It breaks the fourth wall a lot. Like, I've never seen a movie do that before. I've never seen a movie show the movies that preceded it in the movies. I've never seen that before.
That's a rare one.
I was like, wow, this is really taking me out of this experience right now. It feels like I don't know. It just felt like it was like an informative, I think some of the things they did really well. I like Bugs. Bugs is a great character. They didn't really flesh out anyone else other than that and the new Morpheus in that crew. Yeah, those people were all just throwaway characters. Like, even the people of the other ships, they're just all throwaway characters. Like, you don't know who these people are.
So what
People
about
are
you,
ordering
Tony?
each
How'd you
other.
like it?
I think a lot of people went into this movie expecting something that Matrix is not originally like how it goes. This movie, Matrix wasn't really all an action film thing. Matrix is literally a slow building story, like something to fuck with your mind and make you think type shit. That's what Matrix is about. And I think from the first one that was originally released, hit that spot. And then the ones after kind of just started going to action and gimmicky a little bit, which was still good. I kind of liked them, not as much as the first one. And then now this new one that just dropped, it went back to that same hit. It hit that same spot. And I think they did a good job of kind of gauging us back in, getting us back involved with the Matrix because it's been so long, because they're dropping another one. They're dropping another one. There's no way they're not going to drop another one on how they left the movie. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I am happy on how the roles were switched between Neo and God damn it,
Trinity.
Trinity. Thank you. I wanted to say something else wild, but yeah, with Trinity, because now it's like everything was revolving around Trinity, because without Trinity, nothing's gonna work, and I think that was cool. I also think that Neo being a little weak bitch at some point in time, and Trinity just realizing after she snapped and said, "No, I want Neo," that she became the top dog. To me, I think that shit was amazing. And I do like how they brought on these new characters. I think trying to bring back Morpheus would have probably done damage to this movie in a way where, like, because it would have been like, okay, at this time now you bring Morpheus, like how do we separate it? How do we make it new? Because now you're bringing in the old characters. 'Cause even with fucking Niobe, thank you. And that's where I'm going with it. Even with Niobe being there, she was necessary. So that way, when Neo came back to the city, to the new city, that he would have some type of like a friend slash, not an enemy, but somebody who is like not willing to go his way because he wants to do something, you know. So they did a real good thing. I also like these new fucking robots that are just like say, all right, I don't want to fuck with them no more. I want to come with you guys and be free. And they're building this whole ecosystem and shit. Overall, I like it. I like the direction they're going. I like how they brought it back to story building very slowly instead of so much action. I think there was enough action for the movie. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the second one or the next one.
I'm kind of right there with Tony, actually. I enjoyed it. I was entertained by the movie. The fight choreography was weak. For sure.
Very.
That was the absolute worst part of the movie was the fight choreography. It was so trash compared to the old one. But I don't know. It's kind of expected, I guess. They're a little bit older. Maybe they're not that involved. And I don't think that the story that the Wachowski wanted, which one was it that worked on this? Lana, I think.
Lana.
Yeah, I don't think that the story that she wanted to bring in this one was necessarily like a combat heavy story, right? Like the combat's always cool to see in the Matrix movies, but like to Tony's point, I mean, the Matrix movies are not just pure action movies. I mean, what other action movies or is there like philosophy books that you have to read to understand some of the shit that the characters are talking about and whatnot? I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I like Tony. I enjoyed the Trinity flip where they're like, oh, actually they're both the one because their powers have always been kind of required
stronger
on
together.
The other person, like Trinity had to bring him back to life and love him for him to awaken in the first one. And it's a similar dynamic in this one. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it, honestly. What about you, Pooch?
I fucking hated it. I thought it was horrible, man. I was so disappointed. The first like quarter of the movie I thought was like really good. Mm-hmm. So to Tony's point and Mateo's second, I'll third it. My favorite part of the Matrix is not the action; it's all the other stuff, the setting, the characters, just overall, just the environment and all that shit. Like I just think it's very interesting, and like the mystery and all the questions, and like to me, that's by far the most fun part. And there being like a mystery or whatever. In the beginning, I thought was awesome. Like I was like asking questions to myself, like what the fuck's going on? Why are they alive? How did so many years pass by? Who the fuck are these people trying to get them out? Like why are I don't know. I had all these questions, like, and I was like, are they like, is this like a simulation inside of a simulation, or like things like that or whatever? And I just didn't get any answers that I thought were satisfying. I thought it was all just not very good.
What answers did you want?
I do think it would have been cool if the after the original trilogy, this one had gone on to show that not only was the Matrix a simulation, but Zion was another form of the Matrix that was that was like nested in there, and it was like, oh shit, you guys didn't actually change anything because that was another simulation, and that's how this one kicked off. I thought that could have been a cool way to go about it.
That could have been really fucking cool. I don't know. So, like, for example, one thing I found really odd, and they kind of try to give you the answer in one scene, but then it's like, yeah, it wasn't answer enough. All of the characters in the movie, everything about this movie is a callback to the originals, like pretty much everything. And
Yes.
it took me out of it a lot, like to the point where there's like a scene where Agent Smith, for no fucking reason, he's Agent Smith, by the way. Like, how the fuck are you gonna replace such a fucking amazing actor? And mind you, this guy's a really good actor too. It's just like the other guy is that character is so defined. It's almost a disservice to call anybody else Agent Smith, in my opinion. But like in that fight scene, I swear to God, ask my wife. We're sitting there watching this, and I'm like, oh shit, this looks like the subway, obviously, because everything's a callback. I'm like, oh yeah, oh okay, watch. They're gonna recreate a bunch of moments from that fight, and then I'm like watching. I'm like, oh, he's about to punch the column out, and Neo ducks, boom, he punches. I'm like, oh, this is so obvious. And then I'm like 30 seconds later, I'm like, oh, watch, he's gonna do like the super fast punches, and then it happened. I'm like, so much of it was a callback in that regard that I'm like, there has to be some explanation and some meaning. Even all the characters, like aside from the people in the Matrix, because they changed all the characters. Like, there's like this character that's supposed to be like Morpheus. There's the character that gets him out, Bugs, is like the other chick who dies like right in the beginning of the Matrix with the white hair. I forgot her name.
Oh yeah.
Blank or something like that. There's the one chick who says, "Oh yeah, Trinity's my idol. She looks and acts and everything. Her mannerisms, it looks exactly like Trinity." The one guy that comes on towards the end, she looks like the other guy, or he looks like the other guy who dies right next to the character with the white hair. And it was like, why did they build this this cast of characters that are clearly a callback to all the characters that were in the first movie? There's like no other meaning. There's no meaning. Like, they try to, like with Morpheus, they try to tell you like, oh, I'm gonna put you in the same dojo and we're gonna have the same fight so that you could kind of like recall your memories, like to kind of like kickstart him or whatever. And that's like an explanation for that. But for everybody else, it's like, well, then why are they all like that? They didn't dress up like this to do this for Neo.
I've got an answer for you, because I thought about this during the movie. I think it's because they have they're the superheroes of the Matrix world, right? For the people at Zion, they were like the saviors, and they became this like, if Superman was real, how many people do you think would be dressing up like Superman for Halloween? How many people would be doing the Clark Kent hairstyle, and that would be like the most popular hairstyle in the world? I think it basically became like that. Like they emulated them because those were the heroes. Those were the people that, yeah.
I don't know. Something about it just felt so lazy to me. Like, it was like, oh, they got a black guy to play Morpheus. They made sure that a black guy was the guy sitting at the computer because there was a black guy who did that in the first movie. And they're like, yep, we needed these two chicks because, yep, there were two chicks. And it's just like, it just felt like that was so weird to me. And then all the other moments where I'm like, oh, this is a callback. This is a call. It just took me so out of it. And then coupling all of that with, somehow they got recreated. They got plugged back into the Matrix. And we're basically, correct me if I'm wrong, we're basically in for the whole same trilogy all over again, it feels like. You got an Agent Smith who's like ultra powerful, who could do whatever the fuck he wants already. He's already like a Matrix Reloaded level of power. And then you got, apparently two Neos. There's no one anymore. They're the fucking two.
Well, there was never a one.
And there was never one. Neo was never
one. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
I would honestly be surprised if they make a sequel to this.
They're going to.
I feel like I don't see that.
Why not?
I don't think that there's anything more to do with the story, honestly. Like, where does it possibly go from here? Like Smith is powerful, right? Like he's not powerful at the same level as the duo of Trinity and Neo now, who can just fucking change reality by snapping their fingers.
I think they're going to the city.
They got the fully loaded Infinity Gauntlet on, and they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I think ultimately you got to realize that the Matrix isn't really the end all be all of the world, right? It's everything else. So now there's a inside of the Matrix, the machines are weak. Outside of the Matrix, they're all powerful pretty much. So now you got this battle against, I guess, just machines and humans again, but it's really the real battles outside of the Matrix. Unless they're like, oh, we could go into the Matrix and destroy this thing and it'll cripple the machines out in the real world, which gets really fucking weird why the machines would even create this thing like this. I don't know.
Well, they only created it to
What
keep
did
the
you
humans alive and to keep that, to get the energy out. I mean, that's
Yep,
what
you're
the
making
whole,
my argument. Yeah.
no, yeah.
What do you guys think about the synthetics?
I thought
make-
the character design was very strange, but it could make sense of like this is the form that a fucking machine AI decided to take. Like
Exactly.
I mean, look at the Sentinels; they just look like fucking octopus worm type of shit. Like
Exactly. I was thinking of that line from Ultron, the Age. What is it? Avengers. Ultron.
Age of
whatever the
Ultron?
fuck the title was. Was it Age of Ultron? That sounded so wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was like it was lasted like 2 weeks. How is that an Age of Ultron? Whatever. They make a comment in there. They're like he even gave himself a human form, which is weird because it's not the most efficient form that he could have used.
No, I thought it was pretty neat. I did like that the little girl from the train came back. I thought that was pretty dope. And
from the train.
yeah, the little girl in the white dress,
The Indian girl?
yeah, the Indian girl. Thank you, though.
Oh yeah, they weren't in a train.
No, they were in the train station that Neo was stuck in.
Yeah, it's when he fights the guy
was
that looks like Jet Li.
Yeah, he was like in limbo or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. They also brought back that fucking French dick. Fucking, what is his name?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Malgavarian, Malavar, some shit like that.
he's a bum
it's
now.
That was so weird.
It was the
That
worst part
right
in the
there,
whole Matrix trilogy, in my opinion, and they fucking brought the guy back.
His chick was the hottest. They should have brought her back.
What about that weird cake that he gave that woman to make her like get wet
Nut?
or orgasm or whatever the hell it did?
I want that cake available at all times for myself.
It's messy.
Yeah, niggas on some shit. But no, overall, I think the movie was great. They're gonna bring another one.
I thought that the movie had one of the darkest concepts that I've ever seen in a fucking film. The bot thing,
Yes.
where they were just dive bombing and suicide bombing them out of the windows. Were those real people? Because I think that the way that the bots were explained is they just take over a body that actually belongs to. So they were just straight up murdering people.
Yeah.
When they were throwing them down into the street. That's dark as hell.
Which also
that was
doesn't make sense.
the
to me.
coolest part.
That was cool. I don't know, man. I just don't understand I'm not even a big fan of the Matrix series. Like I like the Matrix one of my all-time favorite movies, and the rest I'm just like, nah, not very great. Like it gets really weird. Like if the agents are just a program, why can't you just spin up more programs? Like why do you need to take over a human? Why would you take over a body and destroy the very resource that you guys depend on? It seems so strange to me. And it's not just the dive bombing. It happened all over the Matrix where the agents would just take over a human, they would die, and then they'd get replaced by the human form. Like they're just killing humans. I didn't really understand it, but
I mean the problem with the Matrix series is that they powered up Neo way too much in the first fucking movie. It's the same problem that Dragon Ball Z has. This is why Dragon Ball Z is boring as hell now for us that grew up watching it, because it's like he's so powerful that now he has to fight gods. Like,
yeah. No, for sure.
he could destroy anyone on Earth with one fucking finger. So like, how do you show a fight with a fully who challenges a fully powered up Neo in the Matrix?
Real quick, I'm about to derail right now. Real quick, talking about that one punch he could destroy. Me and Poocher watched. Oh fuck! I can't even talk about it. Never mind. This is a Spider-Man reference again. Can't even talk about it, man. Fuck, my bad. But yeah, nah. Yeah. Damn, man.
Okay.
I want to talk about it so bad. But no, fucking. No, so yeah, they did ruin Goku like that. And they probably did fuck up Neo like that too. But I think them bringing it back to where now he needs Trinity. Maybe he wasn't always the strongest. Because I think for some reason, and I'm also confused on why Agent Smith helped him. I mean, I'm not confused. I see why, but
They had a mutual enemy, and also I think that Agent Smith and Neo are basically just like two sides of the same coin. It's like the Joker and Batman thing. It's why Joker won't ever kill Batman. Like they need each other to be at their best. Which is
How did you guys feel about Neil Patrick Harris?
I'm not a fan personally, but
He was all right.
okay.
Yeah,
He
he
was all
played the
right.
part.
I'm kind of tired of Neil Patrick Harris.
Damn.
He's been in a lot of things. I'm not as tired of him as like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, who's in fucking everything. But
I feel like they didn't really
Oh my-
explain very well what he is.
he's like the architect.
Yeah, he's the
Right.
architect.
That's what he was like. I don't know. It just seemed weird.
He's
The
he was
machines had a war, and then a new person came out on top. This is
No,
weird.
yeah,
I
he-
was
he
like,
wanted to
what's
know,
that
like,
about?
when they're like, yeah, Zion failed because they refused to change or something like that. And I was interested, like, talk about it. They didn't even say Morpheus fucking died. Like, they didn't even want to say it. They were just like,
They just showed a picture
it was a
of him.
No,
statue.
they showed the
They were like,
statue.
yeah, Morpheus.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so good.
I kind of liked modal Morpheus though. He was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just so underused. Like, sorry, I shouldn't say underused, but after the first half of the movie, all he did was go through the tube, and that was like the full extent of his character. I'm with Doughy. All these characters felt like throwaway. Like, none of them felt like anything of importance, in my opinion. But
I think that the problem is they were trying to tell like two movies worth of story in
Yes.
one fucking movie.
Yes. Yeah.
is that girl Bugs? Is that the girl from the programming show Coders? Program sort. Oh man, that show was good. I don't even remember. Devs. Is it Devs? I think it's Devs. That TV show is good. I think that's her. She's a good actor. If she's not, she's also a good actor. They're both good actors. But
Nah, but I did like how they kind of explained how the new architect Neil Patrick Harris, how he got his job, right? They said that he found a solution to get more power from these two, from Trinity and Neo, than from all the other humans that they're farming if they're next to each other. And that's the only reason why he's still alive is because he knows how to make it work. But when they defeated him, I was wondering how is he still, like, how didn't it just ended him? You know what I mean? Like, why is he still there? They don't need him.
Because he's a program. Neo would have to do that little hand thing that he did to destroy him.
But just
You mean how? Why do the machines keep him in charge?
Yeah, my machines. The machines fucking, they could destroy him at any time they want.
Yeah.
So it's like, why keep him if he failed what you guys wanted him to do? It was weird.
He also made a reference to having a body. Didn't he? I feel like he said something about they'd start punching him or whatever. And he's like, oh, my body is so far away from here. My body's not here or something like that, which I thought was interesting. Why does the analyst have a body?
yeah, it was strange. And it also seemed like when he got punched in the face and it like made like he got all Matrix looking, it looked like she harmed like his actual body. Like it is what it seemed like to me. Which is a cool callback to, I'll just go out and say it, the best book ever created, Worm. You guys should read it. It's that fucking good.
You say worm?
But Worm, I told you to read it. You said you read it. You read a little bit of it.
Is that the online one?
Yeah. It's not really the best book ever. But
I read a bit of that. I read a bit of that. I need to get back on that. I actually want to set like a reading goal for this year. Not necessarily a resolution, just a hey, you should read more. You only read about 10 books last year.
Yeah, that's a lot. More than the average person in the United States read.
Yeah, I think if you read one book, you read more than the average person by far.
I would agree. A lot of people.
How many books you read last year, Tony?
If you count like video game,
No,
a lot.
not at all.
nah, I haven't read a book
You
at
didn't
all.
read anything? Yeah, I don't know. Reading is just another habit, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Can start combining that with my gym time when I'm on the treadmill. Just read a book. Be a good use of my
Damn.
time.
Yeah, all you're doing is running. But yeah, other than that, the Matrix is fine. I can't wait. They're gonna have to drop another one. I don't see it not ending there. They left it open ended with Neo and Trinity. So
I'm so curious where they go from here if they do decide to make another one. It seems like they really wrote themselves into a corner, but
Dude, and I was so fucking pissed. All right, for two reasons. One, I was so happy that we got all the way through the movie without seeing people wear stupid fucking trench coats.
damn.
And then in the ending, After they became the fucking two, the many one, boom, next scene, they got the fucking trench coats. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This is stupid. I hate those fucking trench coats. They look stupid. And they created this whole era of people trying to dress fucking stupid in real life. And I don't like it.
The Goths back in the days claimed that shit. They were like, we've been doing this. These are our trench coats. Shit was weird.
I think we need to buy Pucho a trench coat.
I would be so fucking pissed off. Then the other thing they actually did good was they didn't involve much of like Zion or IO in this case. Like those things are the most inconsequential parts of all of the Matrix. Like it was so dumb. Like I don't know. The whole fucking there was no these people are fighting to the death against the machines and all of this stuff, and it's like nothing they did in any of those fights mattered at all. Like Neo just saved the day by going to the machine city. He wasn't even at the fight. Like he wasn't even at the main fight. Like he was elsewhere. It's just like, oh, okay. So all these scenes of watching all this action of people shooting these things, it's just to make sure we understand that there's stakes involved.
There's a lot of weird stuff that the Matrix movies imply, though. Like there's a lot of things that must exist in the Matrix world that are really weird to think about. Like there must exist some kind of machine whose entire job is just to jerk off the guys that are suspended in the little cryo sleep and go and impregnate the women that are also there so they can make more babies for the Matrix, right? Like that's the thing that has to exist.
Or maybe it's all like wet dreams. Every time people come in the Matrix, they're really just coming like on top of themselves.
And
there's like a little tube that's just hooked up to their cocks just to like absorb all the fucking jizz that's coming out.
Damn. And inject it right into the woman?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's a rape, actually. But
100%.
100%.
Get out of here. Get us out of
Those
here.
robots don't give a fuck about consent, though.
But yeah, so for the next topic, boys, a little bit of a eye opener, I would say. And it goes to like, why do people care about celebrities' lives when it comes to social media more than their own lives? An example is like someone dies and that's now their main topic of however long or week or 2 days versus like their own shit and their own family. Like Kim Kardashian's getting a new lipstick out. Oh my God, the whole world's gonna crash versus like other shit. Like why do people put these people on pedestals and shit like that?
I think Kim Kardashian is the only Kardashian I could actually identify. If you had a lineup of just like somehow trashy but classy women at the same time, I could not pick out which ones of them were the Kardashians and which ones are not.
Honestly, aside from Kim, I can't name the Kardashians. I don't know their names.
There's Kylie.
Don't they all have K names?
Isn't it Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner.
Chloe.
Is that with a K?
Courtney.
Kylie Jenner is a Kardashian?
Yeah, well, their sister. Her dad's Chris. Come on. Her dad, mom.
What the fuck? Inform me. What do you mean, come on? I'm just...
Yeah,
her last
Kylie
name
is the
Jenner.
Kardashian.
She's a
Jenner's
Kardashian.
daughter.
Caitlyn Jenner's daughter.
You're right. I forgot their dad's Jenner. Their mom is Jenner.
Damn, respect.
Tony, take it away.
So, but yeah.
It was a honest mistake.
No, that's fair. I mean, we don't know shit about the Kardashian, obviously. So
obviously, I know too much. That's ridiculous.
I forgot the time. The time was it Time Magazine's Woman of the Year, right? Well,
Yeah,
that's one thing I know about the Kardashians.
that was yeah. But
I mean, I was also a Time Magazine Person of the Year one year.
That'd be lit. I would.
You
No,
was?
I was. You remember? Then they did that one. They were like, the Person of the Year is you.
Oh, I don't.
That's right.
such terrible trash right there. Fucking idiots. But yeah, why do people do that? I don't understand it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, these people don't affect you personally at all. Like, maybe you should look at your family and or like worry about them more than what's going on in their life. Like, oh, I feel so sorry for her. They just broke up or it's like really? Like why? Like why are you so invested into these people's lives? Like they don't know you from a hole in the wall. Or maybe I'm bugged out thinking like that. I don't know. Like
There's definitely like entertainers that pass that make me sad when they pass, and it's because I know that they're no longer going to make whatever I enjoyed consuming of theirs, and it's not going to be any like new stuff. Like Robin Williams dying, that was sad as hell. It means no more Robin Williams movies.
Yeah.
was he
Yeah,
making
I
any
feel that for
movies?
sure. Like for example, like when Michael Jackson passed, I love Michael Jackson. He's one of my all-time favorite artists, but it didn't affect me too much because I'm like, the time of him making great music is pretty much past. So like I was like, all right, whatever. Like it was a shame that he died young, I guess, but it was like whatever.
Who's putting out some
Robin-
good music? You rock my world. Rock my world.
What year did he make that?
Like it was a few years before he passed.
They didn't top any charts.
The last one I remember was it called Scream? That one he made with his sister. They were in like a space station. I remember the world premiere of that video.
There's like
Was she wearing
silver.
like a white leather or some type of fucking?
So there was some kind of like white outfit or black leather outfit or something like that. No, the black leather is when she showed her titty at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, those Michael Jackson fucking music videos were fucking awesome, dude. Like Thriller was like a fucking
That's the
15-minute
iconic
movie.
shit.
Bad was bad.
Bad was it was awesome, man.
No, it's so goofy.
Was it bad like with the kid? There were kids. He was like on a motorcycle. He was like chasing some dudes. There was like a bunny.
I got like
That's
Jets
terrible.
versus Sharks like dance fight like vibes from that from like West Side Story. The least intimidating gang in the world. They roll up snapping in sync.
What was the other one? He turns into a spaceship at the end. Is that Billie Jean? Or I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Maybe that was in a movie. Maybe that was an actual movie.
Are you thinking of Moonwalker?
I'm thinking of Moonwalker in that case. Okay. I don't know, man. Though Michael Jackson was a shit, and I know this is a deviation, but it didn't bother me at all when he died. It was like, I don't know, fuck that guy. He ain't paying my bills. Robin Williams, though, that was sad because I like Robin Williams. He was still making good movies.
But why is it something that you invest like is this like because you've seen all of his movies, like you feel like you have this not ownership but this time spent with him that it's just more hurtful to you? Like
It's like for example, like Hideo Kojima, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I've been enjoying his video games since I was 7-8 years old, right? I played the first Metal Gear Solid game, and I've enjoyed pretty much everything that he's made since then. If he were to fucking die tomorrow, I'd be bummed out that I wouldn't be able to get to play whatever the games Hideo Kojima would have made if he were alive. And then part of me is like, I have some attachment to this guy because some emotional attachment because I have an emotional attachment to the things he's created, you know?
Now, as far as the gossip aspect, where it's like, oh my God, can you believe that Zendaya and Tom Holland are dating, and people are real tied up in like that shit? I don't have an answer for you. I don't know why people care so much about things like that.
Doughy cares about that. You want to chime in, Doughy?
yeah, for real.
I mean, yes and no, because I mean we had things like in the past, like that show with Jessica Simpson and the 98 Degrees guy. That was pretty good. Those reality shows that we got when it would like dive into the relationships, even the Ozzy Osbourne show. I remember watching that show.
that show
I
was
had no interest in Ozzy Osbourne.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for whoever had to write the subtitles for Ozzy.
That was the easiest job. Blah 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 blah. Like that was the easiest job for him to do.
It's just a couple bloodies, a couple fucks, a couple cunts, and there's blah, 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 you bloody blah, blah, fucking cunt. He got the extent of whatever the fuck that guy was saying.
Some drugs, man. I'm just killer. I remember that.
I don't know. I think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I remember someone said that he bit a bat's head off on stage. I had a hard time believing that shit.
That's a true story that I've heard. I don't know if it's actually true. I've heard that at a concert he bit a bat's head off.
Yeah, that was very talked about when I went to Ozfest back in like '99 or 2000. Everyone at Ozfest would always bring that story up when you were just chit chatting with randoms.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, sorry. Because I was just thinking about how gross is it that he bit this fucking bat's head off. Like, that's fucking metal as fuck. And then I thought about what happened to me this morning. Okay, I didn't bite any bat's head off. Okay, but I learned something about myself. Okay, and it was fascinating. It was just something I didn't know. This morning, my daughter, on New Year's, today is the new fucking year. Today, the day we're recording this is the first. She took a shit of epic proportions, okay? Blowout. Shit was out of the pamper, okay? And she was fighting, and she hates getting her pamper changed. So it's this big battle and all this shit. I finally managed to I was like, all right, we got to take you to the bathtub. I got her into the bathtub, and then we were trying to get her pamper off, and it was a whole thing. And basically a turd, like a shit, like a little ball of shit, boom, fell into the bathtub. And I'm like, fuck, we're going to have to get this thing out. We tried to wet it a little bit, see if it could like break up and wash away, and it wouldn't. And in the moment, I just did something like quick. I was just like, man, fuck it. I just literally picked it up with my bare hand, tossed it in the toilet, and I was like, I'm going to just wash my hand, right? I swear to God. So this is me, right? I go and I pick it up, toss it in the toilet, and then I start walking to like wash my hand. And as I'm walking to the sink, I don't know why, I just start gagging. I'm like, I was subconsciously so disgusted by what I did that my body tried to fucking throw up. And it didn't bother me like when I did it. I was just like, man, fuck it. I just got to do this. Boom, boom. But I started gagging so fucking hard. I thought I was going to throw up. It was such a reflex gag that I didn't even have the opportunity to like lean over the sink or lean over the toilet. I would have just fucking threw up. Probably on my wife, on the floor. It was like that. I was turning to wash my... and it did a gag like that 2 times, and I looked at my wife. I was like, I'm not that disgusted. I don't know what's going on. Like, it was so strange.
Shit is weak.
Going back, because we had a conversation. Me, Tony, my brother, my cousin. Would you rather touch puke or a shit?
I'd rather touch shit.
And there was a variety of things around. Would you rather be around a puke or shit? Would you rather touch a puke or shit? Would you rather smell a puke or shit? And I would say undoubtedly touching a shit is worse. Far worse. I didn't know. And I can't even imagine the previous conversation of just having shit caked on your hand and then dipping it in hand. Apparently, I wouldn't be able to withstand this. I would throw up all over the place. So that's something I learned about myself. I wanted to share it with you guys. I forgot about it. And I thought about how disgusting Ozzy Osbourne's bat biting head thing is. And it reminded me of my own little situation this morning. So
I get every time my son has a blowout, I get shit on my fingers. Or on my hand side of my fingers, I just wipe my shit, and I wash my hands.
I think that's different from full on grabbing a turd, though.
Yeah, apparently. Because I'm with Tony. That's happened to me. I've gotten shit on my hand. I'm pissed that I have shit on my hand, but that's like the extent of my feelings. You know what I mean?
It's just a ball. Just think of it as a ball.
You can ask my wife. It was like a ball like that big. It was like a little munchkin at Dunkin' Donuts. I picked it up and I walked it, dunked it in the toilet. I hit flush. Was walking back to the sink. I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
Your body was rejecting it. Like, no.
Yeah, your mind was strong, but the body was
No. This happened too fast. We don't accept.
That's so weird.
I didn't sign off on this.
Yeah, no consent from the body. Only consent from the brain.
But going back on topic, fucking... Yeah, so I guess you two, Mateo and Pucho, you guys are more stuck on the death of someone and not getting more material from them versus Doe, who's more into the social life of the celebrity.
Yeah, that's the main one that I can actually like understand is the death one.
Bro,
I do give a shit about celebrities doing shitty things because I don't want to give I don't want to give my dollars to someone that's like doing shitty things. Like,
give my daughters. Damn.
Not my daughters.
Dollars.
What about?
I don't want to give money to someone that says hateful shit. So I care about that to some extent, but I don't care who's dating who. I think some of them are weird, like Megan Fox and who's that guy's dating?
MGK?
Machine Gun Kelly.
That's the one. Yeah, that one's weird, but I don't give it more thought than that's fucking weird. And then on, done with it.
She has a toe thumb. She has a thumb that looks like a toe. It's weird.
I don't even know how you come up with this.
It's a birth defect.
Do you guys did you guys like MTV Cribs? Because like, what is that show even? What is it?
There was one good episode of MTV Cribs, It was the dude from Wu-Tang. Who the fuck was it that was on Cribs?
Man?
And he just
No, I think it was
Yeah,
Redman.
It was
yeah,
Redman.
not
He had
Redman,
a
not
regular
Wu-Tang.
nigga house. He was just fucking cigarettes. The doorbell didn't work. That shit was hilarious. That was
the
hilarious.
best episode.
Yeah, I think that's different because that's like, I mean, I think partially, well, maybe the main allure, who knows, was what are these people that we love so much? How do they live or whatever? But for me, it was no different than watching Pimp Your Ride. I just wanted to see the outcome, like what
shitty
how
car?
cool is this house or how cool is this car? Like, I don't know. Or is Pimp My Ride? That's what the name of the show. Exhibit.
That gave that man money because I don't think he was getting any type of money from music anymore, and that show kind of lifted him back up again. Honestly, in my book.
Good for him, man. Gotta eat. But yeah, I don't. I like you said. Maybe it sounds selfish. I'm more impacted by the material or music, the content that I would have consumed that I'm not going to consume because they're not going to produce it, versus like, I don't know. Like, yo, when people die, it's ridiculous, by the way. Like, mind you, there's already a bunch of stuff. Like for example, like the Travis Scott concert thing, the fans defended this guy like if he was Jesus himself, second coming and shit.
I argued with my niece about that during Christmas because she was at the show and she was like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." She was like, "Just some people died. It wasn't that bad." I was like,
Damn.
18-year-old kids, man. What are you gonna do?
I was around somebody the other day that was just like, "Oh yeah, no. The people dying from COVID, that's just all pre-existing conditions." I was like, "No." Like, people are just fat. I guess you could call that a pre-existing condition, but they were gonna live if they didn't get the COVID, all right? Like, people say it as if like they're on the fucking deathbed and then they got COVID and they died anyways. It's like it didn't go down like that, all right? Like, I don't know.
Well,
I know it's a deviation, but yeah, just some people died. It wasn't that bad. It's like, I mean, usually I've been to a lot of concerts. I don't think anyone has ever died. Like, it sounds pretty bad if people die. I don't know.
At least if one person dies, it's kind of like.
But no offense, Doughy, because I remember you were impacted by this one. But like when Young Dolph died, the internet was like, like it was in fucking sane. I had never heard of a single Young Dolph song. I was the most unaffected you could ever imagine, and there was this whole group of people that were just like if they're like a sibling just got shot and killed or something. It's like, oh, it's interesting. I can't love a celebrity that much.
Doughy loves all celebrities that much.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
guess,
weird.
I guess I'm into it. Yeah, I guess you could say yeah.
Yeah, Doughy loves like when Kim Kardashian started dating the fucking idiot guy. I forget his name.
Pete
I couldn't call him
Davidson.
the idiot guy, but yeah, the weird looking guy. Yeah, I remember I was just sitting there. We're in the party, and they're like, "Oh shit! Did you guys see? Oh, Kim Kardashian's dating Pete Davidson." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like okay, whatever. Like I don't give a fuck." But like the people that were on that chat, like they were amazed by this shit, and they're like, "No fucking way, no fucking way!" And they had to go do their own googling to find. And I'm like, what is it? I don't know what drives anybody to care that much. Like, it's interesting
Because it's Pete Davidson. They're trying to wonder how this, I guess, and to the level of celebrities, like how this low level celebrity is fucking Kim Kardashian. Like that's probably why they're intrigued. Like, how did this bum get to this $1 billion chick? And that's where they're going about it. And
it's about as relevant as Ray J. Oh.
I hit it. But that's how she got famous. That's the start of her famous shit. But then yeah, Kanye West buys a house right across the street from them. I think that's fucking hilarious. I don't see, like, I'm not into it, but I like funny shit like that. That to me is funny.
You know what's interesting? This is another deviation, but somewhat related. Paris Hilton's entire career was destroyed because of a sex tape got leaked. It created Kim Kardashian's career. It's so fucking fascinating how just a couple years of difference, socially, we changed so much. Like, this chick having sex with the guy was like, oh no, that's so unacceptable that she's in a sex tape. Like, and everybody roasted Paris Hilton, like the shit out of her. All the news stations, everything. And that's it. Her whole career was fucking destroyed. Like I shouldn't say destroyed. She's probably making more money than ever. Who knows? But she was no longer like in the front. She was no longer the most popular person in the world, which she was.
She does DJ sets for like 6 figures right now. I think she's doing just fine.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. I find it interesting though that she was literally the most popular person like in the world, and celebrity wise, and then now it's like Kanye or the Kardashians or whatever, but they built that off of a sex tape as well.
Thinking about it now, like watching it as a kid, I was thinking to myself, wow, her sex game is whack. Like a lot of these celebrities is whack. Like Black China, whack, weak ass sex game, trash. Like, did you see her sex tape?
No.
I don't go looking for celebrity.
No, it's as soon as it's released, it's on the web. Like it's like,
but you're like comparing it to a fucking porno, which is
no,
not
I'm not, because
realistic.
porno's not realistic either. Ain't nobody having a hard on that long normal. I'm sorry. There's no way. What? You fucking for a whole hour straight with no Viagra? There's no way.
All I'm
and
saying
then if you're
is-
fucking 2 chicks, there's your mind control is crazy. You're a Jedi.
So, all right, here's a question.
You're a Jedi.
You're saying that if your sex tape leaked, Tony, and then we put it side by side with your sex tape and then Black China, we're gonna look at you and be like, "Damn, Tony went in." Like
Facts.
Like
China didn't know how to take. I don't know. At some point, you got to ask yourself, right? You got to ask yourself at some point, like,
Rewind that. Say that again. Tony was going in, son.
Tony, when you release your sex tape, are you gonna have like a video release party?
Kardashians did.
they definitely did.
All I can
it's
think
just-
about is that BBW porn he put on for us.
Oh my
That
god.
was y'all.
Yeah, I had nothing to do
I
with
think
this.
a
I was
Doughboy
nowhere to
Chris
be
was
found.
turned on by the BBW in the living room, yo. That shit was hilarious. Nigga couldn't even sleep. Man, another derailment. What were we talking? Yeah, celebrities. But no, yeah.
We're talking about you becoming a celebrity off of. We're gonna put it side by side and be like, "Yo, El Caballo went in. Black China ain't shit." That's it.
That shit is disturbing. My wife will probably kill me.
Yeah, but you'd probably be a millionaire, so it's worth the shot.
Damn. It might. But no, yeah, you can't compare your sex game to these porn star dudes. It's outrageous. These niggas is taking breaks during these camera shits. Like, there's no way they're going on for hours with 2 bitches. I'm sorry, 2 females fucking and sucking him up. Guac 3000 with the twist. There's no way you're lasting forever. There's no way. There's no physical way. I'm sorry.
Especially not with Nancy Reagan.
Damn.
Especially now with Nancy Reagan. The
They
throat
call
coat.
the throat go.
Fucking throat go.
Throat coat 3000.
They called her 30 seconds or less.
Damn.
Damn,
That's a
that
quickie.
sounds-
That's if you can get off that quick to a head, you ain't never need sex. Never.
That shit might be a danger. Like you want to pregame the fuck with the little head, and then you just bust and go, well, you know.
So
We
we're-
tried, people. We tried, but it just ended here, you know.
So you give a nice cordial handshake, and you're like, "Well, see you later."
Sorry. I'm sorry. You're just that good. You're the best.
The best. You're the best I ever had. Naked Drake reference.
Cheers to the throat goat, Nancy Reagan.
Damn.
I'm all out of
I don't got no shots right now. That's
I don't want to bust. I don't want to crack this bottle here. That's my fancy bottle.
I might have some drinks tonight, all right?
Oh yeah.
Try to chill.
Chill tonight. If Doba wants to fuck with us.
Yo, we were going in. Overcooked versus is fucking lit.
That
Oh,
shit is
shit.
lit. Put your
Yeah, it's just something we never really did. And
petty ass nigga right here. Petty
Yeah.
Bell. Bro, that's
Yeah,
one thing
I'm
about
petty.
this nigga. I came up with a tactic to give my man, my boy Pooch or Zeus, all the raviolis he needs. We had 2 cooking. One was about to be done, so I grabbed the next one and I sent it to him.
you're
but
lying.
we only have
Let's
one
not get into this
treadmill.
conversation. You're
All
a
right.
liar. You're
All right.
lying on the pod. now.
Nigga's tight. He's tight.
Unprecedented.
No lies.
A big fucking lie.
No lies. You're just petty. But
No, I'm absolutely petty. I won't deny my pettiness. That will never happen. I'm never gonna say I'm not petty.
I do want to
I
say
won't. You won't ever call me a liar though. But you are. You're lying, my friend.
the game is fun. Normal version is okay, but nah, versus is different. That shit.
It's
is
like
fun.
Monopoly. You see, we hate each other right now because we were going against each other. It was good.
Hate's a strong word. I don't hate you. When we
I
teamed
fucking
up,
hate you.
when
You're
we
a piece of shit.
when we
And you
teamed
get no
up,
respect from me in that game.
damn. When we teamed up, we was destroying.
No matter. I didn't like you. I didn't want to win for you.
Damn.
I wanted us to lose, but yeah,
Just on principle, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why you got to cut the grass because of these snakes out here. Pay attention. Yeah,
Damn.
my grass was tall right now. Then I just cut it and I just saw the snake in you.
The snake.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything wrong to you.
You're
I
like
just
a
said I didn't like you.
you're like a bald python right now, just coming at me and trying to bite
Bald-headed
me.
python.
Damn.
I think isn't it a ball python? Isn't it?
It's a bald
yeah, but he's making
python.
the joke because he's bald python.
It's a
it's
ball
fine. It was good.
python.
Yeah. For once, Tony made sense of
Wow,
something.
another
So it was
attempt.
good.
All right, fucking A, man. Moving on to the El Nexo Topo. Do you guys think that when it comes to our hobbies nowadays, all right, growing up as a kid, we all play video games or, you know, we had these weird habits and shit and hobbies. Do you guys think as adults now that we still do this, that we need to just grow out of this kid phase and grow the fuck up? Or you think it's just something that people need to, it's just, you could pick or choose things that you could hold people like, oh, you only got to grow up. That's normal shit. Like, because I know some people have things like, oh, you play video games? Yeah, you need to grow up, dude. That's some kid shit. You act like an adult. You'd be like,
I remember seeing a trend on social media like a couple of years back or something where maybe it was longer than that, where like there were a bunch of women coming out saying that like if they went home and they saw like a console in a dude's like house, then that was like at the end of their dating experience. Like there was like this anti-gamer like dating trend for a little while. It wasn't a lot of people, I don't think. I think they were just a very vocal group that was stating these things.
so weird. Like, I don't know why they're hating on it. Like, even if, like, let's say, for example, like, growing up as a kid, you just always drink and shit. As an adult, you drink now. Is that something we should just grow out of?
Yeah,
Isn't that exactly what you just told us before we started rolling?
No.
Yeah.
You're talking about,
Am I
literally
wrong,
said, we
Pucho?
don't gotta, we don't got to drink like that. I don't drink on New Year's, you know.
no, I said I didn't drink. I was like, we don't have to get black. We don't have to get fucking shit faced. Like, I didn't have no one to drink with, really.
You said anymore, like if we grew up and we don't need to do that anymore.
no. I'm not saying y'all. I'm
100%.
saying me. I didn't do that. Like, I don't need to get shit faced. And plus, it's just me and my wife. If you guys were down here, it'd be a different story. Then we'd be drinking. It'd be a part, you know. But I drank a couple. I didn't just get shit faced like Mateo did. Mateo didn't even know where he woke up this morning. New report.
Woke up in my bed. It's right back there.
About that, Mateo woke up this morning with no water.
Oh my god, dude. That thing is stupid too. Someone just turned off my water. Like they seriously just turned it off outside. And I thought there was maintenance because I was like, there wasn't a freeze last night. So why would I even need to go and check this fucking thing? Because why would anyone turn it off? Why would the thing be off in the first place? I don't have an answer. All I know is I got my water back by going and turning it back on.
That's so weird.
Mateo spent all day till like 5:15. He's just waiting for the waterman to show up and fix his fucking water. He's just like, let me just go out and turn it on instead.
The wild thing too is like I looked on like the City of Austin like water thing, and there were leaks reported all over town. I was like, okay, well then I guess I'm just part of that. I called them up and they were like, we're not doing any work in your area. They're like, your water should be working fine. Called up my apartment company, my property management company. They're like, nope, there's no maintenance going on or anything. We'll send someone out. That went outside and was like, should check just in case. We should check that. It's bullshit, dude. Someone either got drunk and went and just turned off the wrong water. I have no idea. I don't know why I had no water, but it sucked. It gave me flashbacks earlier last year.
With that snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny.
But yeah, so
in fact, these guys spent all morning no water. It was just off. I don't know.
So do you think, like, going back to the topic, do you guys think
Yeah,
like,
Mateo should grow out of that. Mateo should learn Get the fuck out of that way, and just if you don't got water, just check it right away.
Damn.
Wake up and check it. That's what you should do.
That's fair.
That's
the first.
of you not to check it. It was
The first thing I should have checked.
Y'all niggas
Obviously, I
savages.
should have been prepared for some drunk guy to prank me and turn off my water for some reason.
The real Twitch, your ass is the one that probably turned it off. You was just drunk and didn't know no better.
Imagine.
Damn.
That's the real Twitch.
But yeah. So about the whole like not wanting to like date a gamer or whatever, specifically that bit. Like I get it. Like throughout our lifetimes, in particularly, like gaming has changed a lot. Like when we were kids, only like lame people were really playing games. Like people looked at. Like, you know, we were okay to play games because we were fucking children. If any adults are playing games, that person was a fucking loser. Like, that's how society viewed it. You know what I mean?
Shit, I heard someone call someone a pedophile one time for being a grown man playing video games way back in the day. They were like, that's kind of sketchy. He's playing video games. It's like some pedophile behavior. It's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Jeez Louise.
But, yeah, I mean, I could see why women wouldn't want to date a guy with, you know, growing up, if that's like the connotations. Like if you're like, oh, they're a pedophile or they're just fucking nerds or losers or blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, in reality... I mean, I don't know. Anybody could have any habit, I guess. Right?
They should be happy with a gamer though, because you gotta think our fingers are strong.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony. That's the logic there. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Tony, in
fingers
that
are
fast
strong.
silence, Tony was doing like the fucking, what was
Spirit
it from
fingers?
like Bring It On? The
Spirit
fucking
fingers?
spirit fingers? Like that's what Tony was doing. Tony was hitting them spirit fingers. Right?
Yeah, no more those thumb games right there.
Wow.
Strong fingers to grab hand burgers.
Hamburgers.
Hand burgers.
Head the burgers. But no,
This is a joke on Tony. Tony calls hamburgers hand burgers.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, I mean, okay. So more specifically about the whole growing out of stuff, I don't necessarily think that things that you did at a younger age, like because you did it at that younger age, means that it's something you should not be doing at an older age. Like that feels way too. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking word is, but like I don't know, minimal. Like you're minimizing the idea of growth by just saying like anything I did as a kid is childish, and I need to like not do that to be, I guess, adult-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but there's certainly things like you know you do as a child. Like imagine, like example. I still do this, right? As a kid, I must have not liked going to sleep, you know, because my day was over and shit. I still don't like going to sleep. So I stay up as late as I can. And as soon as I fucking wake up, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm so tempted. I'm just like, ooh, it's 4:45. I could just wake up right now. I could play some video games. I could do this before work starts. Like I'm so tempted to do that, right? It's a childish thing I should probably grow out of, man. 8 hours of sleep is linked to so many health benefits, and the fact that just you're just gonna function better throughout the day. And it's like, all right, that FOMO thing. Like I'm constantly in fear of not being able to maximize my enjoyment. And I think I'm gonna die earlier for it too. I think your life expectancy goes lower just for like losing sleep. So I should probably stop doing that shit.
I sleep
But
so
am I
much.
enjoying more life right now? All the hours I'm gaining, is it just the hours I would have lived longer later? I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know.
No,
It's
for
fascinating.
sure. I sleep too much.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna die if you sleep that much.
Doughy sleeps-
Damn.
gets a solid 14 hours every day.
Yeah, that shit's
That's what Nas
that's
said. Nas said he never sleeps because sleep is the cousin of death. Okay.
That's Pujo's favorite line.
Doughy's
by the way.
living right on the, in the edge there. He's just dead. He's just dying.
I remember back in the days, when I was in high school, fucking SOCOM was out, and I used to play the shit out of it, bro. I used to get like 1 hour of sleep. Sometimes I didn't even go to sleep, and I'll go to school the next day. Funny story, another derailment. I was playing SOCOM, and I forgot that I had the game volume coming through the surround that was in my room. So I was listening to the voice in here, and I was playing the game. A fucking grenade went off, and it rumbled the whole wall of the house. And for some reason, my dad was in the living room, passed out. This motherfucker dove on the floor screaming for help. Solita!
God.
Solita, están tirando bombas! He was screaming. He was so fucking scared. And then he realized it was me in the video game. He comes to our door fucking hot. Bam, 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 bam. Trying to open the door. Hey, cabrón! Abre la fucking puerta! He was screaming. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, hello? Que lo cabrón, open the fucking door. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna open this door. I just kept it going. I lowered the volume and switched it. Bro, the next day, my dad got home from work. He looked at me, he was like, you better go to fucking bed at this fucking time. You fucking and my mom is just like, yo, you scared the shit out of your dad. Your dad thought they were bombing us. I'm like, yo, nobody in the house woke up besides my dad. So it couldn't have been that fucking loud. Like, but whatever. It was funny. Funny story. Sorry.
You should grow out of dropping bombs and scaring your dad in the middle of the night. It's not good.
It's kind of funny. But nah. Other things too, like, do you guys thinking like, well, it's different times now, but back in the day, it's people, when people were smoke weed and shit, and then the adults back in the days would smoke weed, it was kind of looked down upon. Like, I know times changed now, so people can't be like, oh, you smoking weed, like, grow out of it. I think even now, like, if Pucho were to start to smoke weed right now, or, you know what I mean, people will probably look at it like weird. Like, his parents would probably look at him weird. Even his wife will probably look at him weird. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, weed isn't cool anymore, right? Like, I think the second that like Martha Stewart admits that she does something, it can't be a cool thing any longer. So like, weed's not cool. Like, you don't like see someone smoking weed, you're like, that guy's fucking rad. I need to be best friends with that guy.
no,
People that used to do time in prison, they'd get out and they were the coolest people, you know. But then Martha Stewart got locked up and that's it. It was over, man. All them jailbirds, it was like, you're not cool no more. Nobody's scared of you. Martha Stewart did time, all right, homie?
She did a hard time.
yeah, hard time. Fucking in that nice ass fucking place she was at. But nah, yeah, I think a lot of people judge too quick when it comes to like people with hobbies and shit. Like, even people who build like, well, I find it weird. People who build train model, like full city train model things, odd in a way, but that's their thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, is that too kiddish? I guess, like, train models.
I mean, there's definitely a line in things, right? Like, let's say that I collected like G.I. Joe action figures, right? That's not something I do, but I think that it would be not as frowned upon. I don't think it would be like crazy frowned upon if I collected like G.I. Joe action figures. But if I told y'all that y'all were coming down to Austin, I was like, and we're gonna play with my fucking G.I. Joes, and I wanted us to like play pretend with the G.I. Joes like we did as kids. Would that be the line in the hobby getting a little like kiddish and weird?
I bet you Mateo's that fucking piece of shit kid who would hold, you guys are holding the toys, and he would try to hit your toys so hard it would hurt your fucking hand. Like, chill, man.
I used to play as a kid. I definitely loved playing with those G.I. Joes. Yo. That shit was pretty cool. But yeah, I can't see myself doing that now. I got a kid. I have an excuse.
You've got
now.
a kid, so you're going to do it. Because I've played cars, I've played Legos, I've played G.I. Joes with my nephews and my nieces. Like, I can get down with some pretend, but it's nothing like where I with like when I was a kid, where it was like that shit was actually happening in my mind. Like, me playing with those figures was actually happening.
And some females.
I used to do some crazy shit with my action figures. Like, my action figures had relationships. They would fuck. They would have babies.
Fuck?
There would be wars. There would be betrayals. All types of stuff, dude. It was nuts. And I couldn't even imagine. But they was like, hey, come over. We're going to play action figures, man.
It was a soap opera.
Part of me, I'd be like, this is going to be fucking lit.
Damn. Did you have like one that he did a betrayal, so he wasn't allowed to chill with the other toys anymore? He would sit on the shelf separately.
He was the bad guy, you know. He'd pull up and then, you know, I would invent all these stories, you know.
Damn,
cool.
Kids' imagination, bro, strong as fuck.
I know. When you're broke as fuck, you gotta like entertain
make
yourself.
funds. Yeah.
Yo, facts.
This
My
is
uncle
something.
grew up. He had a fire truck, like, for the bulk of his life. He used to fucking play with his fire truck, and I'm like,
My mom told me that she used to play with her hands. Her hands were her toys because they traveled so much they didn't have toys, so she would just play with her hands.
Man,
That's some broke stuff right there.
Nuts.
does she
she
still
used to
play
just
with her
draw
hands? She needs to
faces?
grow out of that. Playing.
No, but she does collect Barbies now because she didn't have Barbies growing up. So now
That's sweet. That's sweet.
I don't know. That would be weird if you're trying to date a chick. You pull up to her house and she's got nothing but Barbie dolls on the shelves. I'll look at that chick. I'll be like, yeah, I'm smashing. I'm out. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be weirded out by that. I wouldn't be like,
I don't like dolls.
I'm
to
not putting
begin
my
with.
dick in that thing. I might get crazy.
I don't like dolls. Like all those porcelain dolls. People have that shit in their shelves. I won't feel comfortable in your house.
what is the threshold for like stuffed animals? Like how many stuffed animals is too many stuffed animals if you were to go over to someone's house?
2.
It would have to be like, have to be on the bed. It could cover like 30% of your bed, right? And I would think of it as like, that's a lot of fucking stuffed animals, but maybe they just like to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of fluffy shit. Like,
Maybe they're old ones for their childhood or something, so they don't want to get rid of. Maybe some shit like that, right?
yeah, but
There's a threshold though. Like if they have an entire room that's just dedicated to stuffed animals, be like,
Emily back in the days in her closet when I first started dating her or whatever had mad stuff, teddy bears and shit that was given to her Valentine's or whatever birthday. I looked at that shit and was like, I am going to get rid of all of you. And little by little,
Wow.
little by little, they've all gone away. There's only one that she has that I gave her, and another big one that I gave her that's now Luca's. But other than that, we got rid of these shits. Why the fuck? I asked her, like, why do you have so many? What's with the stuffed animals? You know, like, what's going on here? She's like, oh, those are gifts. I'm like, they're just sitting there collecting dust. You can, why keep them? Oh, because they're mine. The fuck? Like, you got panties
here,
from
let me
when
give
you're
you a
2
taste of
years
your
old
medicine.
because they're yours? What?
why do you think she needed to grow out of that? Because part of you felt
Because they're just
like,
collecting dust. They're not doing anything for you.
I don't know. It's like if I just went and threw away all your old games that you don't
Oh,
play.
I didn't throw it away. She got rid of them. I just
Sure, but it's like if I fucking judged you for having all your old games that you don't play anymore. It's
And
like,
then you
just throw
felt the
them out.
pressure.
They collect dust.
I don't have any old games.
They're
I got
just
rid of them.
collect.
Tony is incapable of engaging with an
Perfect.
idea.
He's a perfect human
You
being.
know,
You're trying
comic
to
books that you
trap
don't
me
read.
right now.
No, you
What?
have a bunch of old comic books that you
Yeah,
don't read.
you have them all.
Oh my god.
He
This
is
is what-
always
No, you're right. You
growing
don't
up.
have anything like all those
He
stupid
is
fucking
fucking-
Pokemon cards that you have
Oh
in your
wow!
house
Wait.
just
First
collecting
off,
dust.
that's money. All those shits is money. If there's assets to these shits, they're okay to have. Like the shit Doughboy got, all those old games. Some of those probably cost money. I understand that. Yeah. I can understand that. All those stupid guitars you guys got for what? You're not playing them. What's the point of
play my
having that?
guitar.
This man's got a book back there called The Mountain Goats. What the fuck is that there for?
No, that's an album. That's a record.
That's a record. And he's got a record player probably in that white box next to him. Like what? Like come on. And then he's got a Hawaiian guitar thing back there. Whatever. What do you call those? Whatever.
It's my
the fuck.
ukulele.
Yeah. Like what are you doing with that? Are these art pieces? Okay, cool. He's not collecting them. Now, if he had 30 fucking guitars, I'd be like, yo, Mateo, are you reselling these? What are these for? Like, what's going on here? He's like, no, they're just there
I think
for.
we're deviating from people having like hobbies from things people need to grow out of.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you looked at the teddy bear, and I am making an assumption here, but I'm pretty sure knowing you, I don't think you looked at the big stack of teddy bears and was like, oh yeah, we just need to get rid of these things because they're like taking up space.
No.
I feel like there's like a judgment of like, why the fuck would you have these teddy bears? Like this is like childish kind of thing.
No, I looked at it as in the way of like, why do you have so many? You can have a teddy bear, but why X amount of teddy bears? Like 10, 5 or more is just, to me, is just ridiculous. To me. And that's me. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
For me, I used to something I grew up out of. I used to buy a lot of sneakers, and I used to have a lot of sneakers, and that to me is not I don't do that anymore. I just get like 2 or 3 pairs of sneakers and I rotate them. And then when one of them is gassed out, I'll like put a new one in the rotation. And that'll be how I like.
So do you think sneakerheads need to grow out of their habits?
I think that's something that you could look at and be like, hey, you're wasting your money here. Like all these sneakers, you're not. How many feet do you have? You have 10 feet that you're going to just be wearing all these sneakers all the time? Like the way I started looking at it is I would look at my closet and I'd be like, I could probably put shoes on like a small town somewhere out there. I could just have everybody fresh as fuck.
Yeah,
just like mad sneakers.
The sneakerheads, like reality, killed the game for people who just want to buy regular pairs of sneakers at retail price.
Yes.
Like, so these people who created a habit who now make it into a business, I think it's weird. Like DJ Khaled, I don't know if you know how much shoes this man's got.
Khaled.
Oh my God, this nigga has hundreds of sneakers. And it's just like, yo, you're not wearing every single one of those.
I'm having a hard time thinking of like a childish thing to grow out of that's not like a hobby. Did you have anything else in mind?
So yeah, because that was one thing I wanted to touch on, but I think Doughy hit the nail real quick. I think the sneaker thing is something like people need to grow the fuck out of that. And I'm not trying to shit on people's like hobbies, right? People that could afford it and things like that, by all means. Yeah. DJ Khaled owned 1,000 sneakers. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's a mentality, specifically like growing up in the hood. There's like this allure to owning a lot of pairs of sneakers that are like exclusive and they look fly and all that stuff. And it's like, realistically, when I used to buy all these shoes, I really shouldn't have because I really couldn't have afforded them. Yeah, and then once I started getting money, it was like, I'm not interested in buying all those shoes anymore. But this is the time when it would be okay. It'd be like I'd be totally fine having a sneaker habit. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a flex, right? Like you see someone post on Facebook or something about how they got the lottery for the Ultra Boost that just came out or whatever the fuck, right? And then you see that same person complaining about how they're having trouble paying their bills this month and some shit. It's like feels like you're prioritizing wrong. You're trying to flex when you don't have it like that.
Yeah, I find it weird. Like, I mean, even me, like I always wanted a pair of Yeezys at retail price. Always wanted a pair. I could never get it on my own. I got help and I got 3 in 1 month. And not because I'm trying to be a sneakerhead and just stock up. I actually wear these motherfuckers. Like, they're comfortable to me. You know what I mean? Like, I like the style, I like them, and I bought them. And other than that, I bought a Jordan sneaker, and that's it. I don't have any other more, like, I don't, you know what I mean? My Air Maxes, like, people think it's crazy. I forgot who it was. I think I was with Brian and maybe Ronald or something. And I had the Air Maxes on, all black. And they were like, oh, look, you got them fresh-ass Air Maxes on. I was like, oh, yeah, these are my beaters. I just bought these just to wear as everything else. And they looked at me like, those $180 sneakers are just beaters to you? I was like, yeah, they're comfortable. I bought them, and these are going to be my everyday uses. I'm going to use this shit out of these. They're like, damn, I can't. That's crazy. As a beater? And to me, and I looked at myself, I'm like, damn, am I beasting? Did I just spend a lot of money on shoes that maybe I shouldn't? I'm like, nah, fuck that. I bought shoes to wear shoes. I'm going to wear the shit out of these shoes. That's it.
But I'm kind of with them too, like with the idea of spending so much money and then treating that money a certain way. It's like wiping your ass with dollars, kind of like, fuck it. I made this money. I'm gonna wipe my ass with it. Like that's sort of what I hear when people say shit like that. Like I don't know. That's why I almost exclusively just buy like Vans, pretty much. Like they're $50, $60 shoes. Them shits will last me like a good year of like every single day wearing these shoes, and then I gotta buy another pair. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of Vans that I just rotate through.
They could definitely be more comfortable. They could definitely be more comfortable, 100%. That's what you said, Tony? They're uncomfortable?
Yeah, they're uncomfortable.
They could 100%. They could be more comfortable. I'll say that any day of the week. The thing is, though, they do get comfortable as they're dying on you. Your foot foam. It's like the shoe forms to your foot and it becomes more comfortable, and then your toe pops out of like You get a hole in your Vans, and you're like, all right, and then you still wear it for like another 4 months with the hole there. It's part of the character of the shoe, you know. But then you got to move on, and then they're uncomfortable, and then they're comfortable.
I just buy
you know?
shoes for
just-
comfortableness now. Like if $180 comfortable, I'm wearing it.
Just got to match
I
your
do that
sock
too.
to the outside of the shoe, so that way they can't tell your toes sticking out.
Yeah,
That's
no,
know
like, I really buy my Vans, and then I also buy like Adidas, like the NMDs and shit like that. Those are very comfortable shoes, and I'm actually interested in other shoes that are more comfortable to wear and shit like that. Because I'll cop shoes just for the sake of them being.
People say
comfortable.
Crocs are super comfortable. I can never see
I've
myself
put on a pair
rock.
of Crocs, and they're fucking lying. It's
I
not that
refuse.
Yeah, I won't ever buy a pair of Crocs.
Not just Crocs, Birkenstocks.
With Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks I think they're the goofiest looking thing in the fucking
The
world.
hippie shoes.
They look horrible
Never
and
seen
they're
them.
expensive. I've
Yeah,
looked up the
and-
prices. They're like over $200 for like a pair of
Damn.
like the fucking shoes worn in Jesus' day.
Put it in general check. What
It
the
looks bad.
fuck?
Apparently, they do the same thing that you guys say. It like molds to your foot. That's like the reason why people love them.
They make you
They
smell like
look
patchouli.
gross.
What?
Immediately.
You can never
They
go.
look disgusting to me. When I see people wearing them shits, I'm like,
They come.
any day now they're gonna get like those black toe marks in their shoes, and that shit is nasty. I
They
can't
come-
look at that shit.
They come with a crystal you use instead of deodorant.
Damn. That's damn.
There's a certain type of person you see wearing those fucking shoes.
Not anymore, because once it becomes New York fashion, then it's like everybody wears it over here. It's weird. Like when something starts to get into the fashion rotation, everybody starts to wear them, and then it becomes normalized. So
I don't think I would ever wear shoes that expose my toes in New York.
Hell no.
oh no, in the
quick
summertime, a
cutter.
lot of people do
That's
that.
a quick
Yeah, a lot
cutter,
of
nigga. Fuck.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
gonna get hookworms or something in your fucking feet walking around in New York with your toes exposed.
Shit is- you got a bunch of doughboys
Sandals?
out there pissing everywhere.
okay. Flip flops, I would never wear flip flops in New York.
I'd never wear my slides at your
Sandals,
house.
maybe.
When I went to New York, I didn't even bring my slides. And you know me, I
Yeah.
slide everywhere.
I wouldn't wear. A lot of people wear slides out
Like that
here.
one?
I would not wear slides outside.
Man, you could ruin someone's day just by taking their slide off their foot in the subway and just chunking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now
Ruin
you're
that
one
person's
foot- now you're
entire
a 1
fucking
foot
day.
bitch.
I 1 foot, bitch.
Now you're a 1 foot
you got
bitch.
into an argument with somebody and give me your fucking sandal, bitch.
Just throw it on the train track.
trying to
you gotta
figure-
be brave to go on the tracks to get something back.
I'm trying to figure out a habit that a female would do that they need to grow out of, and I don't think I can think of
Throwing
one.
your fucking clothes on the floor. You know how many fucking girls' rooms I've been to that there's just fucking clothes on the floor? You need to grow out of
Yo,
that
that's
bullshit.
crazy.
That's fucking disgusting.
And not only that,
horrible.
all the hair products they have. Like, how many different conditioners do you fucking need?
Oh, well, that's
As
different.
someone that once had terrible hair that went down to my shoulders, those products were important because I didn't know how to use them, and my hair was fucking awful. So I can't agree with that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they
shit is
deal with
that
a unique problem. They have a lot of fucking hair. Like
That
we
shit is
don't-
magical, and they need every single one of those products.
Yeah.
I mean,
The-
I
the
guess you would.
clothes.
I mean, but it's more. I guess women have things that are more centered towards being a woman, like handbags, shoes.
They don't need that many
stuff like
handbags.
that.
They don't need that.
Yeah, I
many.
mean,
Yeah.
you're thinking more like possessions and stuff that people
Jewelry.
purchase. I'm just talking about shit
Habits.
that seems to be like I don't know. I've never been like boys are gross, right? Boys are fucking gross. Farting, all types of nasty shit. Like they're really cool and open about. And I don't know. I just never been around a lot of like. There's a couple people's house that I've been to that there's just shit like clothes and shit on the floor and things like that. But I've never. It's rare that I've encountered that like in a lot of like boys' rooms. But like in girls' rooms, the shit is messy as fuck. I think they just got too much shit.
In
I don't
my
know,
house-
dude. I see some guys living in disgusting homes. Like I see like shit come up on Twitter where what is the thing that they talk about with guys? They're like the guys that just have like the mattress on the fucking floor.
thinking we're happy with so little. There's some shit like that. I think that was what the meme was going on. They had like a lawn chair and a TV on top of a Rubbermaid fucking box, and that's it. And they were like, "You guys, how can you live like this?" And the guy was like, "We can live happy with just little things." Like it was funny. It was funny.
Dude, my bed growing like for a few years in high school was just a fucking mattress, like a box frame and a mattress on the floor.
Damn.
Like, for no reason other than I wasn't bothered by it. Like I didn't need to go and buy like bed rails. I just didn't give a fuck. Like a couple cockroaches climbed up on me, and I was like, I need to get the fuck off the floor.
Damn.
We all like grew up in that like hip hop centered era. Well, how do you guys feel about jewelry? Is that something you grow out of? Is that something that? How do you guys feel about jewelry?
I barely wear. I have to remind myself to wear this thing. I'm not a jewelry dude. I've never really been.
I have a gold chain that my dad gave me that was his. It's like one of those heirlooms that he passes down or whatever. But other than that, I rarely wear that. And when I wear that, it's because I'm going out. And it's like not like a fashion thing. It's pretty much what jewelry is. And I just wear it, and I wear my Apple Watch every single day because I need a, I don't know. I just wear it. I like having a watch on my wrist. But other than that,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like people with hobbies now, like back in the days, we couldn't afford to get gold chains and shit like that. So like now growing up, you can get it. And if you're rich, you got like all these fucking like the Quavos and Amigos or whatever. Like they got chains on top of chains on top of chains. That shit to me that shit has to hurt your neck. Them shits is heavy.
How come 2 Chainz wears way more than 2 Chainz, Doughy?
I don't know, but I would say because the flex.
I would say that's false advertising. He should only wear 2 chains at all times.
He should just change his name every time he wants to wear more chains. He's like, he's at 9 chains one day.
That'd be
4
fucking
chains.
funny.
You don't remember T-Pain's terrible fucking chains? He had the big ass chain
And
that
it
was
said
said
big
big
ass
ass chain. Yeah.
I don't remember. That sounds terrible.
Shit is
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. The whole chain thing, I view it even more like cynically than the shoe thing. But I feel like it comes from the same place. There's a bunch of people spending money on shit they aren't gonna get that much value out of. Like there's like clout that you get for owning these types of things. But I mean, like, just save your money, man. Just please. I don't know. I might buy some jewelry now. Like now that I'm like better off in life, that I could actually afford jewelry, maybe I'll buy myself a big fat old chain. Nice like white gold or silver. I don't give a fuck. It could be plated. I don't care. I just want that shit to look nice.
Facts.
Get a
Hey, I'll
classic
buy a
rope
chain.
chain.
Tony will come through. Oh, is this real gold? Let me. Oh,
He's gonna be biting it.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, yo, is this real? Hit
why
me
would
with
you
a-
ask
These,
that? It's
are
such a
these
strange.
diamonds?
Why
Are
not?
these
Even that
diamonds
question,
VVS?
you need to
How is
grow
that
out of that
wrong?
question.
I need to grow out. That's something that needs to grow out. Is this real?
Yeah. Because you're asking because you want to figure out where in social, like on the like the totem of status, like where do I go now that I have this thing that you value? You're asking what is the value of the thing you purchase? I want to figure out where to place you.
He needs to know
I just don't-
how
I
to
just
one
don't-
up it properly is what's going on.
No, I don't see how you would waste money on something that's not real. Like you're gonna buy a fake ass Samsung TV. No, you're gonna buy a good quality. You're gonna buy something good.
Yeah,
Of good
I'm
quality.
just gonna buy a good quality television and
and a good
where that
quality
lands, it
gold
doesn't
chain.
matter.
That
Why
chain
does it have to be gold? Why can't it just
could be
have a
it could
look?
be what is this stainless
Why
silver
can't
or
it be
whatever the
shit?
fuck.
Like why can't it just be like zinc? And if it just looked fly, why does it matter?
Then don't say
I
I'm gonna
just
go
know
buy a
that,
gold
like,
chain.
I just know that you would ask, "Is it real?" And if it was like a platinum chain, you would have been like, "Damn, oh!"
You
And
don't
if I was
remember
like,
what
this
happened to
chain
me?
I'm like, "Yo, this chain is fucking zinc." You'd been like, "Oh, well, that's cool. That's what's up. It looks dope." Yeah, it'd be a whole different energy,
You know-
and it has everything to do with how we grew up and status.
That's a
and
fact.
what's
It
cool.
does. It does.
Yeah.
It does have to do
I'm
with
saying
that.
that's something you got to grow out of.
Look what happened with the carnival. Remember the carnival where I bought that gold chain? I thought it was real, but it was plated. You don't remember that shit?
On the
Never buy a
cruise,
chain.
right?
On the
Never buy a
cruise,
chain from a
yeah.
carnival.
I was
No,
on
he
a
meant the
cruise.
Carnival cruise.
Yeah, the Carnival cruise. My bad. Yeah, that Carnival
He
cruise.
said on the carnival.
Yeah.
I was like,
bad.
I've never been to a carnival with you, Tony. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Man,
But
we
yeah,
should
on
all
the
go to a
cruise.
carnival. That'd be fun as hell.
Nah, I'm good.
The
off
Florida
this.
has a fair, but everybody
Florida.
gets shot there. You got to be careful.
I've been
Where
there
the
like a
fuck do
dozen
you-
times. I've never been shot in my
Yeah,
life.
what are
What
you
the fuck?
talking about?
It's one of the rides. You just go into a room and they shoot you. Boom.
Boom. So sorry, what's wrong with them being plated?
I can't fuck with it. I don't know. It's got to be something how I grew up wearing fake golds
so
you get clowned for. Maybe I got to grow out of that.
The
Also-
Bobos.
I
How do
wouldn't
you
make
even
fun
find
of you
out it's
though.
plated?
I wouldn't. I asked
Oh, you asked them if it's plated.
if it's real. He's like, oh yeah, it's plated. Plated's not real though.
It is. It's real gold on top of
It's
another
mixed.
metal.
Yeah.
You want the size and the look that you want. And so you're just covering it with the material that has a look over other metal that could just be a mass.
Yeah.
I guess I just see nothing wrong with this.
It's just maybe growing up. You don't wear fake shoes because they'll clown you. You don't wear fake jewelry because they'll clown you. It's something that like now today I ain't gonna clown somebody for wearing Shaq shoes if they have it because you don't know their predicament. As a kid growing up, nigga, you wear fake shoes or you wear shoes that ain't name brand. Niggas is clowning you. Shit was terrible. It was rough. Nigga, let me walk in the shoe with some fake shit.
There's an episode on Atlanta that covers that. The FUBU episode.
It's crazy, bro. It's something we definitely got to grow out of for real. Like I don't clown no adult for wearing off-brand clothing. Like, nah, I'm straight. Like the other day, I had a
Tony, you made fun of me for that shirt that I found in a puddle in the parking lot.
Yeah, I made fun of you because you fucking found a random shirt on the ground. Don't know what happened to it, and you washed it and wear it. That shit's weird.
That's fucking disgusting. I'm with Tony on that. I wouldn't pick up a shirt that's in a puddle in a parking lot and go, I'm gonna take this home and put it in my fucking washing machine.
Yeah, like there's no fucking way in hell, bro.
That could have been a shit shirt. He could have washed it and it just would have been shit.
No, just put some hand sanitizer on.
It'll be A-okay.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a strange thing because you're right. Like for sure. If I showed you a chain that was like a plated material or whatever, you wouldn't clown me for it because that's not something that you would do. But I would know that. With the energy that you're coming into that conversation, I would know that you're judging me a type of way. Even your questions, you'd be like, "Oh, like why'd you buy plated?" Like, you know what I mean?
That would be my follow-up. No, that would definitely be my follow-up.
Why the fuck not? Like, I want a big ass chain and I don't want to spend a lot of money. Like, it's obvious. Like.
There would be an entire side conversation between like Tony and someone else. They would be like, "Oh man, you see that big ass chain that Pucho got?" And Tony would be like, "Yeah, but it's plated." So
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yo, don't say that. He might feel a type of way, but that's just plated.
Nah, that's because that in itself is like a hate play because it's not like
you would definitely say that like if it was like to E or to B or to Do, it would definitely be something. You wouldn't say it to fucking Fulanito around there, but you would say it to somebody that's like in the inner circle.
If you told me yo about this gold plated chain, this and that, and then I'd be like, yo, Ever, this nigga bought a gold plated chain. Who bought a gold plated? I was like, Pucho bought a gold plated chain. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying that if
That's
Ever
what he would
brought it
tell
up
me.
and was like, yo, Pooch got a big ass chain. You saw that shit? You'd
Yeah,
be
that
like,
shit's
yeah,
fake.
yeah, it's gold plated. Like you would clarify that shit really quick. So quick.
To Ever, I don't think I would do that to like a random.
That's
Yeah,
all I'm
man.
saying.
it would be in the, it would be in the
it wouldn't
first
be-
two sentences.
It wouldn't be a hate thing. I'll just be like, yeah, nah.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the gold-plated chain he bought? Yeah.
Nah, that's beast. That's
Yeah,
beast.
that gold plated chain is so big.
That sentence in itself sounds crazy to say, nah, it's fake. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird how growing up. I don't know. This is some old fucking young kid growing up shit. Like
That's why I flex on you with my 77-inch TV. I need you to know where you lie in the world.
see, that's the things. See,
Low.
shit like that. That
Small,
right there.
little, not
Tiny.
girthy, thin.
Snickers is dicks. Whatever.
I'm gonna come through with my gold-plated chain, and you're gonna love it. And I'm not gonna
I
tell
hope you
it's
look fly.
gold-plated.
I hope you look
And
fly.
I'm not gonna tell you. it's
I can tell
gold-plated. I'm
right
gonna tell
away.
you this shit is all.
I'm gonna say, let me see it. I'm gonna say, let me see it.
He's gonna try to wing it.
He's gonna be
gonna
weighing
weigh
it.
that shit.
He's
Let me
gonna
see, let me
bite
see.
it.
Nah, I'm bringing out the gold tester. Scratching
He's gonna
that
bring
shit.
out a magnet.
Nah, nigga, plate. Get out of here. You wash your plates with that chain, nigga? Get
How
out of here.
big is this? I'll lie. I'd be like, it's 24 carats, baby. Like, that's why it's light, you know?
Ooh.
Nah, I wouldn't.
The color is
but
off.
there's
For
people-
24 carats, this color's off.
People do that though. People do buy gold-plated chains and wear them. I mean, they're just like, I don't think people really care too much about it unless you're like, maybe you grew up in our era where it's like a thing. But yeah, I just won't spend my money on something that's not fake or not real.
It's even better because a lot of times they use stronger metals. Gold is so brittle, you could break that shit like that. Hra.
Yeah, 100% gold is not hard. It's fucking like, it's
Soft.
Yeah, but
So if you could put a stronger metal inside of the gold and have your gold, so it's like you get the best of both worlds.
Some gold-plated adamantium.
I mean, think about it. What do you think a 10 karat gold chain is? It's like 10 karat, 14 karat. It's all different varying golds with other metals in there.
For sure.
But is it plated? That's the difference.
You know what's funny? It'll be like, hypothetically speaking, let's say 24 carats is 100% gold. I don't know how the gold
I
standard
think it
works.
is. Yeah, I think
Let's
that's like
just
the
say
highest
hypothetically
amount.
speaking.
Yeah.
Let's say you had 12 carats, right? 50% gold and 50% other metals. Or you had the 50% other metals was inside, and then you had 24 karat gold on the outside. So it's plated. Tony will be like, fake, even though it's the same amount of gold in the chain.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that
I'm
works.
just saying, hypothetically, you would definitely feel that way.
Whatever.
Fox.
There's just some things I don't think you should buy fake. That's it.
Damn, fake. I love the
Certain-
framing too. Fake.
I
You shouldn't
mean,
buy
for
fake.
certain, yeah, of course you shouldn't buy fake things. Like, yeah, you don't want to buy it, but as long as it does the same thing and it works, I don't think there's any reason for you.
Yeah, you could wear like I
Yeah.
don't have a wedding ring. That's not gold. It's just I don't have it on me right now, but like I have rubber and I have this I think it's the same style as it's tungsten. It's a tungsten wedding ring. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just jewelry. No one's gonna clown, oh, you don't got a gold wedding ring with diamonds in it. Nah, it's just it's a metal, right? It's not fake. That's the metal I wanted.
Yeah, it's just calling it fake has like an implication.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Like, I guess like I would call something fake if it's like you're trying to buy like a Gucci handbag, but it's like the Coochie handbag. It's like it's the C's, not the G's. You know what I'm saying?
like my
I'd be like,
Becks.
don't buy that shit. Like people are gonna notice it, and you're not getting the thing that you think you're getting anyways. So it's like you're just wasting your money.
Wait,
But-
so
But-
Coochie was a play off of Gucci?
No,
No.
not Coochie. I was just making a joke. I said Coochie.
Instead of Gucci.
Instead of Gucci.
Like instead of Gucci, you never seen like the Gucci has like those G's that are like
Yes.
but the knockoff sometimes will be like the C's. They'll be flipped the other way, and they're just C's instead of G's. I'm like, don't fucking buy those things. Like,
No, yeah, like either way, like my Becks. Though, remember how I went to New York and I got a Nike Tech, but I wanted it in black, but they didn't have my size. So I bought these fake off-brand ones from his T-shirt place, bro. Exact.
I bought Becks
He
the
bought
other
them
day. I
deep.
copped some Becks.
Bro, they look the zipper, everything is the exact. It just doesn't have the logo on it. If you had the Nike logo on it, you would never know. It's so crazy how good New York has fake shit. And you just go to Chinatown, it'd be impossible from the naked eye to really tell, unless you're a real fucking, like a Jesus. You could just pinpoint shit off rip and fucking when it comes to brands because he works.
why are you going to Chinatown?
That's where all the knockoffs is at.
Wow.
That's what y'all New Yorkers say. Then I don't
That's
live
a
there. I'm
fact.
just
It
saying.
is. It
is
is where all
100%
the
a
knockoffs are. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what type of
And it's
guilt trip
crazy,
that was.
'cause
That's
if-
crazy.
It's all African people selling it. It's not even Chinese people selling the.
I don't know.
the fake shit.
When we
It's all
walked down
African
there,
people.
Emily was getting harassed by
Yeah.
the ladies out there. Oh, but I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's
I was
Asian.
like
It's some
crazy.
Asian ladies
Emily's
out there.
like,
Yeah.
I would love to look at one of these and just see it, but it was just too much. 6 people came at me at one time. I'm like, it's that
Yeah,
pressure.
you know what was the most fire Chinese shit that used to happen? Whenever you were near Chinatown and you're riding in the subway and you're just a kid, you're just chilling there. You're going from one place to another place, and then bam, out of nowhere, the Chinese man with the fucking shopping cart gets on the train, and it's so many toys, just all the greatest yo-yos, and
Damn.
just
Oh,
the
wow.
whole thing is decked out, and he just starts showing off all this shit. So all the kids on the train are like, "I want that shit out," and then you start begging your mom to buy, and then of course nobody buys anything. The shopping cart guy, he gets off the train, goes to the other side, and he just kind of rides a couple stations back and forth trying to entice little kids into buying his toy.
That's fire though.
It's
That was
sad.
fire. Yo, the illest. I got a dope ass yo-yo from one of them shopping carts before.
Yeah,
that was
what
back
that's
when you could like sleep your yo-yos, and they had all the crazy like mechanics inside.
My
That shit was,
favorite- my
it's a
favorite-
crazy like year or two where people
Yeah, I
started
was
playing.
gonna say there was a weird 2 years there in like the late '90s or something like that, where we all just got really into yo-yos.
Everybody was playing with yo-yos. Like why?
My favorite thing was
Wait,
the dog walk.
Not only
that was my
that,
favorite
wait,
thing.
wait. Did you guys have some guy just come to your school and do mad yo-yos?
Yes, yeah. Dope. I think that I
What
was there with
that
you. I
about?
think.
I'm pretty sure we
Nigga
were
was
in the
just
same
fling
school.
yo-yos.
It was the era where everybody enjoyed yo-yo. All the kids were playing with yo-yos, so the school got a yo-yo guy to come through and
Shit was
entertain.
wild.
I
That
never
nigga
had a
needs to
yo-yo.
grow out of that shit.
There was this weird thing where these guys would come and they would do like a bunch of like strongman things. Like they're these big buff dudes and they would break bricks into their head and like lift things and whatnot. And then they were weird Jesus rants that they would toss in there too. Like they were like,
Oh
I
my
can do
God.
this because of the power of Christ.
Damn.
Break a brick in half.
That's some fucking Texas shit. I would have loved to have seen that as a kid.
That's beast. That's some straight forcing religion down people's throat shit in school. That's what that is. Damn. But well, that was a hell of a show. First episode of the year. Psh, coming close to our anniversary, boys. Coming real fucking
Yeah.
close. But to all the listeners and the viewers out there, if you haven't subscribed already, don't be afraid to hit that red button. If you haven't been notified, to hit that bell, man, to get these hot and ready videos and information and just the audio alone on Spotify. Please like, share. And to the people out there in UK still listening, big shout outs to you, my boy.
We got some people in Indonesia too.
You didn't like that?
Also,
Pooch?
what are you doing? The Chet Hanks? What do you got going on over
Yeah.
there?
I was
I'm
trying to.
like. I don't think
Big up.
Big
I don't
up.
think they like it.
They don't like that shit? I'm trying to show love to them.
Nah, man, you
My
show
bad.
like the English people, man. They colonized Jamaica and shit like that.
Damn.
So like it's weird, you know. You're making the accent of the people, like you're showing props to the people with the accent of their oppressed. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to get at. It's just weird.
Tony's
You're
just an
weirdo.
island boy.
Damn, Tony's just an island boy. Nah, Tony's a lone wolf and cub. You check that shit out.
I'm
Not
going
even
to.
fucking around. That shit is fire.
But
Just watch the opening minutes of the second movie, and you're gonna be sold on watching all the movies.
Nah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start watching it tonight after we chill. But like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like and share with your friends and family. We appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had a great and happy New Year's. And like always, people, go one up yourself. Peace.
Peace.